This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from, as we get set for this evening's Oilers versus Tampa Bay Lightning game. As Evander Kane draws back into the lineup for the second game since returning from injury, and obviously this one, I think, the one many of us had circled on the calendar for him against the Tampa Bay Lightning. One matchup that I think, if you're impressed by Evander Kane on the first game, just wait until you see what he's got in store for tonight. Owen, Smurfy, welcome in. Give me a sec here. Of course, got to sneeze right off the top. Could feel it coming. That's part and parcel for having a comb and mustache nowadays with how long the beard's getting, but folks, welcome aboard. We are going to get this one going, preview right away here. You'll catch most of the first, maybe the end of the third. Well, that's not a bad situation, Owen. As long as you catch the most important two parts of the game, you'll be fine. Jack Campbell starting for the Oilers. Andrei Vasilevsky, the more than likely starter for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I believe it's been confirmed, but Sportsnet still doesn't think it is. And do you think I paid attention today? Not really. Too busy passing courses and making myself a better person for it. Anyway, Connor McDavid leading the way on the Edmonton Oilers with 84 points on the season so far. Nikita Kucherov, the next closest when it comes to the Tampa Bay Lightning. He's got 62. Braden Point's got 25 goals. Connor McDavid 38. McDavid and Kucherov, though, neck and neck in assists. 46 for Connor McDavid and 45 for Nikita Kucherov. The Tampa Bay Lightning currently this season so far averaging just over 3.6 goals per game. The Oilers just under 3.7. The Oilers and Lightning, well, they're about zero point 0.4 of a goal difference, 3.26 versus 2.86 in the goals against per game category. And the Lightning, the much better special teams team, I guess you could say, based on having a +4 percentage on the combined special teams. The Oilers penalty kill still chugging along at 74.3%. The Lightning kill up over 80. All right, Vortex, welcome in. Good evening. If you're just joining us, glad to have you along again. I see the numbers are just kind of creeping up here as we go through the pregame amble. So we got a little bit longer of a one today. Just figured I'd give a little bit more time to the pregame than I did last time out. I feel like it was a little too short compared to how it normally is. So we'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, I'm not sure how the how do I say this? How the lines are going to look tonight. I haven't seen anything on that all day. I've been looking quite heavily, but as far as I understand, it's the same lineup as we know, because obviously I've already talked about the scratching of Yes Puljujärvi for another game, but it's how those lines are configured as to your guys' points about Kane potentially playing with Draisaitl and McDavid as opposed to playing with, who did he play with last time? I don't know. He was kind of a mess with Ryan and Connor and Nuge, and 11-7 gets a little messy some days, right? That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Confessions there. Just found the channel. Well, I hope you enjoy things, and I think a lot of folks have found the channel as of recently. I know we're up. If we do it today, in the past week, Dolynny TV will have grown by over 350 subscribers. If we hit 10,300 today, so that's pretty insane, I must say, Kenny. Well, you're. Hey, I'm not the one to say that I love the most out of any. I love the Oilers most out of anyone out of Oil Country. Normally, I have like 5 minutes to warm up before the chat gets going here. Sorry, but yeah, I mean I follow along closely and I try my best to show off the sport best I can. But I don't think I'm the either most connected nor the most passionate, because I will trade sitting in front of the TV for watching an Oilers game for a fire and stuff. But it is what it is. Yeah. Terry, yeah, I messed that one up. Give me a sec. Haven't caught many games recently, but Desharnais is well needed presence. Yes, Desharnais has been fantastic. Yeah, and Jeff, we do get a live stream as well tonight. So it's been a busy day on the old, or busy week on YouTube, and now I've somehow managed to get the Tuesday and Thursday live stream down, so we're rocking and rolling. But yeah, if you caught the error in my video last what was it, today? Was it today? Yeah, I think it was today's video. I was mentioning that the Oilers need to win 56 of their next 36 games. That's 56%. And I do believe you guys are cherry picking that a little bit because I did say it's 20 and 16 is the record they've got to go. So I think just a matter of it got missed there, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll let you have a little bit of good humor with me. I'm on all right time with it. Don't mind me at all. I think it's actually funny that people do pick up on little things like that, and that's fantastic to see. That's good accountability on my end. As we get going here, Kenny, you wore your Drysdale jersey to class in Massachusetts. Yep, that'll happen. I mean, Boston's not a friendly area if you're not wearing a Bruins jersey. And this, sorry, I'm not used to the chat being this lively here as we get through the pregame. I mean, we're already at like 25 messages already. That's way too much for a guy like me to keep up with on Thursday night after working from home all day. Darian, you're talking about the beard. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. I know I'm keeping the beard until at least mid-March. Not to talk about myself too much, but I'm keeping the beard till mid-March, so I finally went out and bought a proper beard brush. I've just been using a fine-tooth comb recently, but bought a proper beard brush, bought some beard oil, bought some beard shampoo. Feels great. Feels so much better. The under the neck situation solved itself. It is fantastic. And here's the other side too. I guess to talk about myself a little bit more as well as we get this one. As I get this one underway is just simply put, I did drink a BioSteel today. I guess the other housekeeping note you need to know, I did drink a BioSteel, so we should be good to go for hopefully an Oilers victory tonight. We're 5-0-0 on the season in 2023 when I drink BioSteel on game day, so we'll see if that holds true again, but I guess we'll find out what's going to happen here. And Kenny at UMass, the many Bruins, many Bruins bandwagoners at UMass. I can imagine so, just trying to fit in. And confessions, you're expecting the Flames to tank as the season moves along. Well, let's go take a look at the standings. That actually brings me to something I should get to and what this means for the Oilers if they're able to pull things off here tonight against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Obviously, the 2 points in the column, the most important part of any of this. The Oilers currently in first place in the wild card spot, as we are just sitting 5 points out of first place. We would get within a point of Seattle and the Flames for, or Seattle and LA, sorry, for third and second in the division should we win tonight and both of them lose tonight as well. Seattle's would then go to a 3-game losing streak, and Los Angeles would go to a 2-game losing streak, and it is indeed Vegas also hosting Dallas tonight. So you need to hope that all three teams ahead of you lose and you get within striking distance, and then suddenly things get interesting from there. The Calgary Flames currently on a 2-game losing streak, 2-2-1 in their last 5, and the Flames with 46 games played. So I guess it'll be interesting to see if they can keep racking up the wins or if those overtime losses are going to come together for them. And don't imagine, too, that the Colorado Avalanche are only 2 points back for that wild card spot. So they're right on their heels at this point. That's kind of where we sit with the standings. All right. What else do we have here? Everybody's talking about the Flames. All right, Oilers Source. Good evening, my friend. How is it tonight? I hope you're having a good one. And then what do we got? Everybody's just sitting here chatting back and forth about the Calgary Flames. I guess that's what happens on a very pure Oilers channel when you bring up the Calgary Flames. It is what it is. And Darian, I don't know if you want my ugly mug on your arm for life. I don't even want to wear my ugly mug as much as I have to every day. But hey, you know what? Maybe that's part of growing this beard, is changing the complexion a little bit. I will tell you guys, the goal here is I want to go into ball season. You know, I cut my hair real short there a couple of months ago, but I want to really try and grow my hair this year. Trying to go not exactly Bryce Harper beach bum kind of style, but I want to try and get something going kind of beach bum style for summer this year. So I think that's one thing. If you just subscribed recently, you're gonna You're going to see a lot of change over the next couple of months here. I think what will shock a lot of the new viewers when I go clean shaven. That's always a fun one to pull on all you, but it is what it is. I guess we'll see how the hair growing experiment goes. That's the tough question. Jeff, you're out in Brandon, Manitoba. Well, hey, you know what? Glad to have you along, and that's the tough part. Yeah, as I think as soon as you're within the border of Manitoba, you lose the Oilers viewing region unless you're 10 houses in or something. And Owen, to get to your point, yes, the Western Conference is going to get real tight and be a tough one down the stretch. Yeah, it should be very interesting. Should be very confusing, and kind of every single night you're scoreboard watching. I mean, for us, we started scoreboard watching here on the channel about 2 weeks ago, realistically, when the Oilers really started racking up wins and losses in droves there once we got back from the Christmas holidays, more or less. And now all of a sudden you got to try and rack up wins as much as you can here before the All-Star break, and then maybe things get a bit easier. Like I said, not 56, it's 20 out of the next 36 is the number that we got to take care of. And tonight, if you get a win, then it's down to 19 out of the next 35. And there you go, it's 19 and 16. You can go, and if you lose some in overtime, even better. And things really start taking shape for the Oilers from there. Look at this. This is something unusual. I mean, normally I'm dying to kill time at this point of the live stream, but you guys coming into the chat tonight have been absolutely fantastic. Confessions is annoyed with the Leafs fans in Ontario, I can imagine. Actually, the guy teaching my course was from Ontario and never mentioned the Leafs once. He had a bunch of people from BC and Alberta all around, and didn't mention the Leafs once. It was actually quite interesting. Great instructor too. Anything else? Oilers source telling me I should go full mullet. I don't think I can in the back. My hair just gets bushy in the back. It doesn't exactly grow long. It just gets bushy. So we'll see what happens here. Anything else that we need to get to that has any questions? Smurf, you're saying it's a shame that we don't get to play the Flames again in the regular season. It is, but I think I'll save that for round 2 of the playoffs or round 1 or whatever the situation ends up being. I'd love to see the Oilers sneak into that first spot in the Pacific Division and then face the Flames in the wild card spot. That'd be a really good one. That'd be fantastic. Oh, Mr. T. Hey, that's a good question. Thank you for that kind of question. That's what I'm looking for. Who's Tampa missing tonight? That's a good kind of gleam of what we haven't gone through. I went through the pregame easy stats, but I didn't go through who Tampa is missing tonight. So let's go check that out. It appears as though, well, they are missing Brent Seabrook, who I imagine, yeah, they'd be missing Brent Seabrook, all right. Rudolph Balcers, who is also missing, and Nick Perbix. I think the only one that I know for sure that is missing is Perbix, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know Balcer's status, and I know obviously Brent Seabrook's just not even with the team, so why are we talking about him? But you get where I'm going. And Ralph Rocks, we're going for 5 wins tonight. You betcha we are. And what else do we got? Darcy, welcome in. I don't think anyone else joined along as of yet. But it would be nice to see Tyler Benson. Yes, Puljujärvi traded for a firecracker right winger. Again, problem is trading Tyler Benson isn't going to net you much, and neither is trading Yes Puljujärvi. The only thing that really anything nets you is trading Yes Puljujärvi for cap space, or in terms of acquiring more cap space. And that's kind of, I don't know where the proper fit is there, and I think everybody would love to see it on D before up front, but at the same rate too, if you can solidify the top 12 guys, I'm all for it as well. And Kulit, I swear, if you cursed Jack Campbell, he can have 38 saves all he wants, but if he gives up 5 goals and we lose, that hurts. So please, hopefully you did not just curse Jack Campbell tonight. And Kane's getting a revenge goal. I was really surprised that Kane didn't score the other night. I mean, we kind of watched Evander Kane buzz around the zone the entire game, buzz around and have a really solid game for the Oilers, and never really was able to crack one home. So we'll see, I guess, if that indeed ends up happening tonight. Hopefully it does. I'd love to see Evander Kane score against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Not even for what they did to him, but just for the dramatic effects of it, more or less, when it comes down to it in that aspect. But As we're zipping along here, friends, just seeing some things kind of popping up here. Is for some reason the Redneck towing lawn tractor with a lawn tractor towing down the street somehow has 2 views this hour. The top video on Dolynny TV getting more views. Who knew? But in Confessions, that tweet about Brad Marchand and Yes Pugliarvi, I don't know. I think from what I read, if you read Bruins fans' replies to Brad Marchand's shush of the speculator on Twitter there for Locked On Bruins, I believe it is, it's more or less, I think Brad Marchand seems to have a habit of doing this kind of stuff on Twitter just to mess with the fans is kind of what I'm seeing. So folks, anyway, that will pretty much do it for the pregame edition. We are just now getting into, obviously, the actual broadcast here on my television set as we get set for the Oilers and Tampa Bay Lightning, and the top of the clock has flipped, and it's the Oilers Lightning as we get set for what could be win number 5 in a row. If the Oilers are capable of pulling it off tonight, it would be a very nice milestone achievement for the Oilers to do, so we'll see what ends up happening tonight. But again, friends, what I'm going to do right now is I'm just, for the first little bit here as we get set for this game, I'm going to try something, right? Normally I'm throwing you advertisements as to who to go subscribe to and stuff, but I actually came up with a little theory here today, so we'll go here and we'll see what we can do with this. When I go to reference this in the chat, maybe if I pin that up there, we can get this going. As like I said, trying to hit 10,300 subscribers tonight. Would love if you'd be able to help me in that if you're tuning in for the first time. Obviously, don't do it just because I'm saying it. Take the chance. See what I do for play-by-play. See how this stream kind of goes. But I'll flash this graphic enough times over that eventually you'll either make a decision or not make a decision, and it really won't affect things too much. But currently sitting at 10,275 here on the channel today. So if you'd be so kind to consider, let's see what's going on. But as we're getting going, Terry, you're saying game on. I don't know. I've still got Gene Principe and John Shannon chatting on my channel or on my television set here. And as we get going, 38 means 38 saves means a bad thing no matter what. That is for sure, Terry. If the Oilers are letting up 38 shots against the Tampa Bay Lightning, I'm going to assume that it doesn't go too well. Pat Maroon and Evander Kane shared a moment after the skate cut here at Rogers Place tonight. Evander Kane and Pat Maroon tapping each other back and forth, talking it over. 2 tough customers, and I wouldn't be surprised if Pat Maroon's like, "You good enough to go with me tonight?" That's Pat Maroon for you, is he likes to little stir the pot too, even when he's being a very sincere and true guy. But good to see that they got that moment on the ice here in warm-up today, and that's very fantastic to know. Other than that, John Shannon's bringing us a little bit of insider information by the looks of it. Daniel, welcome in from Trail BC tonight. Jack Campbell, of course, your starter for the Oilers tonight, and he'll look to rebound here tonight again for another game in a row. He's been fantastic over this past 4-game stretch, and obviously was not too bad in the game against LA either. So we'd like to see him try and shut out the Lightning in terms of the win column this year. They won the last game against Tampa, which they had to for Evander, and now they've got a chance to do it with Evander Kane, hopefully playing the full game. As we get going here, friends, we are just about ready for hockey. It's 7:04, so we should have time for the anthems here, and then it should be hockey time right away. First overall picks with 500 plus goals, 810 for Ovechkin, 690 for Lemieux, 564 for Sundin, Modano with 561, Guy Lafleur with 560, and then just about 60 behind is Steven Stamkos. So we'll see what happens here for the Oilers when it comes down to it, is if Connor McDavid can join those ranks one day. Hey, maybe Ryan Nugent-Hopkins too. You just never know. Jack and Louie chatting in the box right now, ready to get things going. If you've never really seen where Jack and Louie sit in the arena, it's one of the best views in pro sports to commentate a game from, quite honestly, in terms of closeness to the action. Nice broadcasting area in the open area, interacting with the fans and stuff. You can see that over on Patrick's channel, because he's had a couple of photos on Twitter with Mr. Jack Michaels over the past couple of months here, and now he got Bob Stauffer the other night, actually, which was really interesting as well. But for the Oilers, things coming together obviously over the past 4 games. The 4 game winning streaks coming on solid. The game against the New York Islanders, obviously, too. Um, just kind of shaking it out as it is what it is. And thank you, Oilers. We will see you, my friend, in the intermission to discuss all things Oilers. And Oilers goal scorers last 4 games: 4 for McDavid, 4 for Draisaitl. I think it's also 4 for Costin. Everybody, I will catch you in the intermission if you're just heading out. But I am here to call the game for you if you're unable to watch tonight, and I'd appreciate you sticking with me. Or if you are heading out, just leave the stream on, running on a laptop or something in the back room. I'd appreciate that if you could. And with that said, Stoney, welcome in, and there it is, right? That's the big old all caps, let's go Oilers, which means we are just about ready for hockey. I'm starting to develop a routine here, and it's starting to come together very nicely in terms of everybody when they kind of zoom into the stream, every time when we get the first chat from everybody in here, and things are coming together very nicely here over the past couple of weeks. Let me just stretch out the shoulders. This shoulder doesn't want to crack for some reason. Yes, oh, there it is. Oh, in the back, shoulder blades, that's where it wanted to crack. We're just on commercial break. I'll send you a commercial. Let me know if you get it over there, and then we'll see what we can do from here. But already, friends, just as we're on commercial break, again, another reminder that normally what we try to do every live stream is hit that magical 50 hours watched, although I think moving forward, if we hit 50 in the first intermission again, I'm going to have to bump that up to probably, unfortunately, 100, and we'll see if we can make that challenge. But as it currently sits already, before the puck has even dropped on the live stream, we've got over 643 minutes, which is equivalent to 10.7 hours. Thank you for spending the pregame with me. That's normally when I first try to check is the end of the pregame, which means we've got anthems and we should be just about ready for this Oilers game to get underway. The land acknowledgement will come back hopefully right at the start of that, and then we should be good to rock and roll for the Oilers game tonight. Again, friends, too, if you haven't had a chance and you want at any point of the period to just kind of dip out for a second and go check out the offering from today. I had the news on, obviously, yes, Puljujärvi being scratched again, Devon Shore being sent to the AHL, and a Jack Campbell update, more or less just talking about him taking the start from Stuart Skinner, because the Oilers appear to be wanting to ride the hot hand, and you know what, hey, for the first time all season, it is Jack Campbell that is the hot hand, so we don't mind that at all, as we are getting almost set for this one now. We're just about ready for this hockey game to get up and underway. Potential $1 million winner for Save On Foods. More rewards is Igor Sekopit from Fort McMurray, Alberta. So that's the one thing that we saw last night, or on Tuesday, was every single winner on the Save On Foods score and win was from Edmonton, I swear. So we'll see what ends up happening here out of it. But for the Oilers right now, Connor McDavid and company on the ice getting set for this one. Daniel, rumors, I know there's been a lot of rumors about ownership here over the past in pro sports because of that, but I guess we'll see what happens. Hope Skinner is ready. Well, I'm hoping that just letting Skinner kind of catch up and get used to the first few days of parenthood here will help the Oilers get things going. But here we go. We got the land acknowledgement right now, and we are just about ready for hockey, friends. We'll have the 2 anthems, so we will be delayed a few extra minutes tonight compared to normal, but that's fine and dandy. We'll make it happen. That's no issue at all. And looks like, I don't know if that's a new animation or not. Looks like they've added some new animations to the land acknowledgement on the ice, just based on what I remember from being there last time, which is really fantastic to see that the ice is getting lit up more ways than just the old Turtle Island logo at center ice. Now you got the USA flag, the Star Spangled Banner, floating on the waves of Rogers Place. And it looks like we've got a new anthem singer tonight. Carella Cummings singing the anthem now for the Oilers for the USA. I don't know if Rob Clark's going to be in here singing the Canadian national anthem tonight or not. We'll remain to see what's going on there. Maybe Rob Clark getting a manual day off finally. But this is something that we don't usually get to enjoy in Edmonton, is a woman singing our national anthem and doing a fantastic job of it, might I add, just as Smurfy you did as well. And I think that's one thing too, honestly. A female voice singing the U.S. anthem, I will take every day over a man singing the U.S. anthem. I'm telling you, there's just something more about being able to hit those notes in there that is just so magical about it. And this is good. I haven't been able to listen to many anthems this year, but I'm kind of shutting up and trying to listen as much as possible here because this one is coming in nice. And I mean, too, it's always a nice change, right? I mean, it don't matter who's replacing Rob Clark if you get a nice change. And that was, too, on Next Gen night when it was that Saturday afternoon game. Patrick and Gillies TV and I went to was we got a hangout at Rogers Place. It was the kids' day, and you know what? That young lady that sung the national anthem that day, that was probably the most special anthem I have been a part of at Rogers Place so far in my hockey career, going to Oilers games. So there we go. Corella Cummings gets done with the U.S. anthem. She indeed will sing the Canadian anthem. No Rob Clark tonight. And there you go. Oh, Canada off and running, and we are just about ready to get things going, friends. Derek Ryan in the lineup, obviously. Jesse Puljujärvi on the bench for the Oilers. What? Hold on. That's fake news. No, what? Jesse Puljujärvi is on the bench for the Edmonton Oilers. Friends, sorry, Jesse Puljujärvi was supposed to be scratched. Good evening, Julie, but it appears that Jesse Puljujärvi is indeed on the Edmonton Oilers bench for tonight's game. Okay. So I'm not sure what the situation is. I didn't see anything in the pregame, so I assume there has been a sudden last-minute change of plans. And I'm going to have to send something over to Patrick here and see if he's heard anything. Because if the Oilers just traded Warren Foegele would be my next concern. But there's Warren Foegele on the bench, so I guess that's where we're sitting right now. Yes, Puljujärvi gets into the lineup, so a little bit of deception by the Oilers to throw off the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight by saying they were going to scratch Yes Puljujärvi. And does that mean maybe we've got an injury with the defense somewhere? I don't know. We'll check the lines. I won't try to rip the play-by-play too hard to begin until I get the lines under us. But Jeremy, good evening from Southern Alberta again tonight. As sorry, I panicked that Foegele had been traded because we saw Ryan out there, and then all of a sudden we didn't see anything about Foegele for a second, and then he was on the bench, and now I don't know where Vinny Desharnais or the rest of them are because I wasn't looking that hard. Vasilevsky in net for the Tampa Bay Lightning, 918 save percentage, 245 goals against average, 20-10-1 record, and he will face the Edmonton Oilers tonight. And then, of course, Jack Campbell improving to 13-8-1 last game against the Seattle Kraken, 336 goals against average, and that 886 save percentage up about, 14 points from where it was just a couple of weeks ago. So that's fantastic for Mr. Jack Campbell. Let's get this one underway. It's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins versus Steven Stamkos, and the face-off is won by the Edmonton Oilers and fired down by Brett Kulak. But they will call it offside or icing call. I'm not really sure. But, oh, so Matthias Janmark is sick. He's out with an illness. There we go. That's our answer. And the Oilers will get Jesse Puljujärvi back into the lineup tonight. Hey, I guess that's not too bad when you can replace Matthias Janmark with a guy like Jesse Puljujärvi. That's not a bad get at all for the Oilers. It comes on down. Jack Campbell out to play it. Little bobble with the puck. Comes to the near side boards. It'll be lifted up and out of the zone, and the Tampa Bay Lightning retrieve it at their own blue line. Fire it down to the Oiler line, and now they will retreat with the puck. Will the men in blue tonight? Tyson Barrie sees it escape his stick, and it'll go all the way around the boards, and now picked up there by Brett Kulak, who goes up to Klim Kostin, tips it out of the zone, and so far so good for the Oilers, who are just content to make sure they make line changes and make sure they don't take it too many men on the ice call. And it's Ian Cole and Eric Zernak in the second pairing, Hayden Fleury and Mikhail Sergachev on the third pairing for the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Oilers offside, but now regaining the puck. Here's Connor McDavid going to the middle, shot fired in, saved by Vasilevsky on Darnell Nurse. I didn't even know who was shooting that puck. Sorry that it hesitated there, but it's Klim Kostin, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Zach Hyman, the third line tonight. Evander Kane, Ryan McLeod, Warren Foegele, the third line. I guess the Nuge line would be the second line. Dylan Holloway, Jesse Puljujärvi, and Derek Ryan. I'm not sure how that all shakes out. Here's Leon Draisaitl, though I guess it is 11-7, pardon me. It is 11-7 still, because yes, Puljujärvi's coming in for Matthias Janmark. Darnell Nurse back to the blue line here. The shot comes, shot blocked in front. Vinny Desharnais is indeed playing for the Oilers, just confirmed by the lineup graphic a second ago. Here's the Tampa Bay Lightning in on the attack. One too many puck drops, and now the Oilers are going to be able to break back the other way. Leon Draisaitl out there with Kane and McDavid and, well, himself, I guess. Getting all kinds of confused. I'm a little amped up, a little confused by the Puljujärvi news is what it is. We're 2 minutes into the hockey game, friends. The Oilers have the lone shot of the game so far. Both teams in the feeling out process, trying to figure out what kind of game this one's going to be early, as it would be nice to see the Oilers offense kind of pick it up here and try and get an early goal against these Tampa Bay Lightning. So this one pops right in front. Nice play there by Foegele to try and settle it. He gets it in the corner instead. Short side shot denied there on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Shot fired again in front. Sorry, that's Ryan McLeod in front. This third line buzzing, and they keep it in again. Here's Bouchard getting down low, but the puck skips over the stick of Ryan McLeod. Tampa was able to clear momentarily, and they do get it in the neutral zone. And I'm sorry, who is this camera operator? He has given me seasickness, friends. Oh my goodness. This is hurting the stomach here. I mean, I didn't have an exactly great supper, but don't mind me, as this one Connor McDavid picks up in the near side corner of the Tampa zone. He'll get it going back to the blue line, and now a shot coming in from Vinny Desharnais, who's had some rocket of shots on net. You think about that pass to Derek Ryan, more or less. It was a shot, but it squeaked through, and it was a goal for Derek Ryan on a tippity tap. But Dylan Holloway out there leaving it for Derek Ryan, and now a chance for Connor McDavid to pick this one up. He will get it back down low, and Vinny Desharnais trying to shove off Pat Maroon. He will, and the Oilers regain the puck and chip it to the near side boards. And this one will come back the other way, as here comes Connor McDavid leaving it middle. Zach Hyman fans, the one-timer, and now a chance for the Tampa Bay Lightning to clear again. They do, and the Bolts have done a pretty good job of getting the Oilers out of the zone so far in this one when they have the opportunity. This one, though, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins tying up, and now the Bolts again, another opportunity, and they get it done. So they'll be back the other way, 3-on-2, opening up space. Ian Cole, the trailer, shot fired off of Jack Campbell up over top of the net. That's the Bolts' first shot of the game. Second shot comes in, it's blocked again, and Klim Kostin will backhand this one into the middle of the ice, knocked down there by the Tampa Bay Lightning, but a nice play by Zach Hyman to keep it alive, and now Nugent-Hopkins will try and look for this puck. But it's one of those things here where the Oilers have done a good job trying to continue to pressure in the offensive zone, but Tampa's done a good job of stymieing them so far in this one. 15:47 to go here in the first period. This game absolutely zipping along right now. And this one off the side of the net. Jack Campbell sees it go to Brett Kulak, who takes a hard shoulder-to-shoulder hit. And it will come back up into the neutral zone, tipped there by Zach Hyman all the way into Tampa's zone. And that will be Zach Bogosian, playing this puck. 15:20 to go in the first period as Hedman works this one ahead. It's tipped in on the near side corner of the Oilers zone, played there quickly by Cody Ceci, who leaves it, and now a chance for the Oilers to clear the zone, and Evander Kane will do just that here against the Tampa Bay Lightning at the Oilers line. Tampa turns into the boards, and now a chance for them to get it down deep. They will. Nikita Kucherov gets to the first, and Braden points on the puck, but a nice play back by the Oilers to get it going the other way. And here's another chance for Connor McDavid now to get it in. Cody Ceci fires the shot, and it's a save for Andrei Vasilevsky. And there we go. We should have our first break in the action, friends. Good evening if you're just joining here on Dolynny TV and missed the pregame. I'm Tyson, glad to have you along tonight. Terry, not sure what... All right, Terry, you're making those points. Sorry, I was trying to understand what you were saying there. I get now what you're saying. And Nicholas, welcome aboard. As we're getting set for a good period of hockey here. So far, the Oilers scoreless with the Bolts through the first 5 and a change. But Pat Maroon's out there right now, and you know he's a guy that can score a goal or two. Maybe not as much prowess as he had when he was on the line with Connor McDavid, but you kind of get the idea. Anyone on the Bolts would be likely candidates to score a goal. And yes, Puljujärvi sees the play whistle dead here. And it's an offside against the Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, friends, We are rocking and rolling along. I'm going to throw you just quickly a watch time number here in case you don't know what's going on with watch time. And in fact, we're going to hold up because they dropped the puck much faster than I thought they would. And now Evan Bouchard and Philip Broberg have the puck, and they're looking to make the play. Here's Broberg right up the middle. Nice chip in by Puljujarvi to get on the attack. But again, the Bolts quickly on it, pouncing and getting out of the zone as quickly as humanly possible. They'll transition back the other way. It'll be chipped into the near side boards, off the end boards, in fact. And now the Oilers another chance here. Puljujarvi over to Ryan McLeod. McLeod loading up, gaining speed through the zone. Nice play over to Warren Foegele. Foegele will play it around behind the net to McLeod, who will dodge a check, take a check from Hedman, and then a nice play by Derek Ryan to come in and scoop the puck. Vinny Desharnais, the shot, scores! Tipped home in front by the Oilers. Ryan McLeod on what was I saying 5 seconds ago? Those great point shots by Vinny Desharnais, and the Oilers have taken the lead 1-0. Let's get it going, Justin. Well, you just got the best part of the live stream right there so far. Shot number 3 is a goal for the Oilers, and look at this one. That is a hard-working shift by McLeod. Derek Ryan gets the assist, Vinny Desharnais, and then a nice tip in front. I think maybe, was it Dylan Holloway or was it Ryan McLeod? I think it was Ryan McLeod in front. Dylan Holloway celebrates, but it is Ryan McLeod. And Vinny Desharnais, you know what? We brought him up for size and physicality, but instead you're getting playmaking out of a big man that loves to shoot the puck from the point by the looks of it at the NHL level. We don't mind that. That is huge for sure. 7th goal this season for Ryan McLeod. Assist to Vinny Desharnais and Derek Ryan, and we are off and running, my friends. Vinny Desharnais' 3rd assist of his career in only, game number 4 or 5 at this point. So we are loving the man that is wearing 73 for this Oilers team. This one chipped down the boards. And a chance now for the Oilers to get going, as it'll be Tyson Barrie playing this puck. Shot fired in on net. The Oilers trying to scramble this one up, and Vasilevsky has it. We like to see this. The Oilers have not been scared to throw the outside puck to the net with traffic in front so far, and it has come with good results. I'm liking it. Derek, welcome in, and of course Nicholas. That is a huge goal for the Oilers. More secondary scoring, and we're not minding that at all. And that's Clem Hawks coming in with the. It could have been McLeod before it was it could have been Holloway before it was McLeod, and that's what I was thinking as well. But I'm not minding this at all, friends. A nice early 1-0 lead for the Oilers. Like I did say, I was a bit nervous about this game just simply because, we're playing the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I think if you don't err a certain level of caution with it, I think you're more or less being disingenuous to the opponent that you're facing. So that's what I kind of meant by I was a little bit scared about this game, and I still to a degree am, because it is the Tampa Bay Lightning. But we've got 26.6 hours here on the stream prior to the end of the first period, so we're not minding that at all. We're not even 10 minutes into the first period, and we're rocking it. How many points does Vinny Desharnais have? He's got 3 points in 4 games or 5 games so far, so we're not minding that at all. That's a pretty big get when you can call up a defenseman out of the AHL at 26 years old to make his pro debut, and he starts putting up that kind of points for you right out of the gate. The Oilers so far, they've thrown 5 hits, by the way, so that's pretty interesting too. The Oilers have gone out and thrown 5 hits this game. And just to give you a reference point of how we're doing on face-offs, Ryan McLeod's 1 for 1, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is 1 for 2 so far this game, or 1 for 3, sorry. And what do we got? Jack Campbell's made his saves, and the Oilers' hits have come from McLeod. Derek Ryan, sorry, I don't even know where those hits have come from. Stop talking about the hits and let's just get back to it. Starting out is Ryan McLeod, gets the job done, and I think Oilers fans to start this game are on cloud 9, seeing the young kid get another goal, and obviously too Ryan McLeod continuing to develop before our very own eyes, and I mean he'll one day turn into, by the looks of it, a very solid 3rd line forward if he peaks at the NHL level where he should. Well, this is Leon Draisaitl taking the face-off and losing it. His first of the night goes to the Tampa Bay Lightning instead, and now the Oilers have to deal with a puck escaping the Lightning zone. Leon Draisaitl, great chance to get it over to the defenseman here. He'll move it over to Cody Sisu, gets it off to Darnell Nurse. We're back underway with This period continuing along, 14 comeback wins for the Tampa Bay Lightning. They've got the most in the NHL. Normally that's an Oilers stat. And a play in front, tips around, but a good nifty steal there by Leon Draisaitl. Gets it up to Connor McDavid. He'll work it over to Evander Kane, who goes to fire a shot. It hits a body in front, goes into the corner behind the net. And now Connor McDavid coming up with the puck. He'll look to wrap it around. Chance in front. Draisaitl is to the side of the net, but the shot comes from Darnell Nurse, and it's gloved aside by Andrei Vasilevskiy. So a pretty good start here for the Oilers so far. They're obviously up 1-0, but you can't mind how these Oilers have started this game. Nas, welcome in. Hopefully Kane gets one tonight. I think that's all we're hoping for tonight. A, the Oilers win. B, Kane gets a goal. And I think, too, I wouldn't mind seeing, as with always, Puljujärvi potentially picking up 1-2 just to kind of join that parade of the depth scoring here over the past 2 games that Ryan McLeod, Derek Ryan, and Warren Foegele have all been a part of. This puck down low into the Tampa Bay zone. It's out of the zone, but kept nicely in possession by Evan Bouchard, who sees the Oilers tip it in to the near side corner in the Tampa zone. This one will be played there to the blue line. Bouchard will fire it down. Tripped in front is Dylan Holloway, and now a chance for Derek Ryan to come up with his puck. He will work around and go back down low to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Nuge will fight off the defenseman there, and hit attempt from Dylan Holloway. It was more or less, hey, I'm right here if you want to run into me, and player chose not to. But this is cleared by the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Oilers regain possession in the neutral zone. First career multi-point game for Dylan Holloway against the Kraken. Here's an opportunity for Puljujärvi. He fires a shot, and it's into the belly of Vasilevskiy, and we'll have a face-off. But hey, don't mind seeing that. Puljujärvi inserted in the lineup and firing shots on net. You can't score if you don't shoot. I don't care what the quality of the shot is for a guy like Puljujärvi. Just shoot the puck, and hopefully good things happen. Jeff, I'm very glad to be back. You know what? If you would have told me 2 years ago that I'd be able to achieve 10,000 subscribers on YouTube in the year 2023, I would have told you absolutely impossible, but here we are, right? As here we go, shot fired in front. Nothing happening as it's blocked. Warren Foegele throws a late hit. Just kind of making sure he finishes his check. This one will be worked down by now Foegele, and that one a nice opportunity in the middle, but couldn't get it going. The Tampa Bay Lightning going back the other way. Victor Hedman sees it turn off to the forward who was holding the point. And now Puljujärvi will pick this puck up with an opportunity to move it ahead. He'll elect to go back to the D, and then they go right back to Puljujärvi, who has to make the play up the boards. And the puck again dies on his stick, but that's fine as the Oilers contain the neutral zone, and Puljujärvi is the one that prevents the zone entry by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Instead, now Connor McDavid cutting towards the net. He's going around, looking to wrap it. Could not, short side tuck on the wraparound, but that was a good attempt there either way by Connor McDavid. All started again by Puljujärvi doing a little thing, and it looks like we've got a hand pass here between McDavid and Darnell Nurse. McDavid can't believe he was stuffed on that one as Draisaitl makes a perfect little pass at the top of the zone, and then McDavid cuts around behind the net, and it goes right off the toe on the line of Vasilevskiy. That tight to cash in a big-time goal for the Edmonton Oilers star Connor McDavid, captain and all. 249 wins for Andrei Vasilevskiy in 396 career games. Not a bad get for a goaltender they drafted, 10th overall or something like that way back when? The Oilers will see now a face-off win, and Darnell Nurse, Cody Ceci pitch and catch and get it in flight up to Klim Kostin, who just got hip-checked, and then Superman dove over top of the guy to land flat on his hands and knees. That was a big-time hit there at the blue line. Kostin absorbed it beautifully, and the Tampa Bay Lightning back the other way. 10-0 on the clock. We're halfway through the first period. This last 4 minutes has slowed down considerably compared to that first 5. And the Oilers are engaged in battle in behind their own net now to the near side boards, trying to clear the zone, and they will. Get it ahead now to Zach Hyman, who's got a partial break. He's looking to peel back and find some open space. He will back to the blue line for Evan Bouchard, firing the shot right off the blocker there that time. of Andrei Vasilevskiy. And the Oilers, hey, I am loving it. They are not afraid to shoot the puck this period. So far, 9 shots. Some periods we don't even have 9 shots halfway through the second. So the Oilers doing not a bad job right now getting the offense going and getting the game started here at home against the Tampa Bay Lightning. I know a lot's been made. The Oilers' starts over the past month have been much better, but I'm very impressed with what the Oilers have managed to do again here tonight against the Tampa Bay Lightning, despite being on a 4-game winning streak at this point. Here we go. This one's going back around the zone. Nice cut there by Draisaitl. Broberg keeps it in, fires the shot wide, but it drifts to Evan Bouchard, who gets it back down low behind the net. 2 Tampa Bay Lightning players converge. Turnover to the Oilers, though, and they keep it going as this shift will not end. And a shot fired by Broberg. Chance in front for Draisaitl, but a glove save by Andrei Vasilevskiy. That was craziness. And Cole tries to step up on Kostin, and then Kostin plows right into him. So actually, I didn't see Cole go down. But it is what it is. And friends, if you're new to the channel, what I'm going to ask you right now before I hit that add button is just kindly, if you've enjoyed the play-by-play so far, I entered tonight with 10,275 subscribers on the channel, hoping to hit 10,300. But I wanted to say, if you're an Oilers fan, if you want to be along for more live streams, you want to watch more videos, you just want to chat me up about the Oilers over the live streams, hey, I'm good with that. But hey, hit that subscribe button, come back often, let's talk Oilers every chance we get. Because one thing that I've seen over the past about 400 subscribers is these live streams have gone from averaging about 42 people to upwards of 75 throughout the first period. So we're all of a sudden seeing some really big growth here, and I really appreciate that. But it also comes down to folks deciding to stay tuned and come back for more Oilers talk by hitting that subscribe button. So just to kind of let you know how that all works on that end. But we're plowing along here on the live stream so far. I'll send you that ad right now, and we'll get to let me see, what can we get? Watch time? Yeah, let's get watch time up and see what we can kind of figure out here. 538 times 4.23 divided by 60. My friends, we are already at 37.9 hours watched on the stream. So there is, within reason, a chance for us to get 50 hours by the end of the first period. And again, as Clemhawk says in the chat before I get to your point, Terry, if you haven't left a like on the stream yet, that also allows other people across YouTube to find the ability to come watch the live stream. So if you could leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated. Other than that, Terry, your comment is quite simply echoing my sentiments. Never be afraid to shoot the puck once in their zone. That's quite it. And Nicholas, I'm hoping my commentary only continues to get better. I gotta keep getting better towards March because I gotta call some provincial hockey tournaments in March again. So we'll see what ends up happening there. But I gotta get the commentary back under me after taking the past summer off. So we'll see what happens as the Oilers are in behind their own net right now. 8:25 to go in this first period. Just trying to wind down the clock now and continue to play the right way. I don't even think the Oilers necessarily need to score another goal here. Just play a very good, solid home first period against a very good team in the Tampa Bay Lightning, and you should be able to go out in the second period and get business taken care of. Here's Zach Hyman busting down the right wing in the offensive zone. He's going to get the Oilers in deep into the corner. Nugent Hopkins trying to come up with that puck. It squirts all the way to the blue line, where a nice play there by Barry keeps it in. Kulak fires a shot that's blocked, and an opportunity here for a clear, but a good persistent effort from Zach Hyman. Here, I'll bring out the old thesaurus. How about that? I get too much fun. Anyway, Tampa Bay is in behind their own net after Zach Hyman finally gave up the puck in the offensive zone, but we're cruising along here in this first period. Now to 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. An opportunity for the Tampa Bay Lightning now to set up the attack. Nice dish in front. Goes right into the skates, though. Allows Vinny Desharnais to seal off his man along the boards, and that allows Nikita Kucherov off the board play to pick up the puck, fire it backhand on Jack Campbell. Tampa Bay only has 2 shots. The shots are 10-2 right now. Keep that in mind as well. 7:08 to go here in the first period. The Oilers have played a very solid, sound period so far, and now we've got exactly 7 minutes to go here in the first. and it is in behind the Tampa Bay net where they just look to set up the line change, set up the attack, and see what they can do. But a nice persistent effort again by Connor McDavid to forecheck them back into their defensive zone, keep it going. And this one will go down into the Tampa Bay zone yet again, where Ian Cole leaves it behind his own net for Ross Colton. Nick Paul picks it up here. He'll work along the boards and fire it in. Thankfully, I know quite a bit of the Tampa Bay roster. I think that's one thing that watching them go to the Cup final the past couple of years really helps a guy out with. But here's Dylan Holloway coming off the boards high in the Oilers zone, swirling around the Oilers zone and going all the way into the neutral now with the puck into just Tampa Bay possession, I guess, as Pat Maroon will pick it up here and go to pick this one down along the boards. Evan Bouchard now a chance to move this one, and he will as the Oilers exit the zone yet again. 6:01 to go here in this first period. I just needed a breath. The Oilers trying to come up with a puck. They could use a breath too. Looks like they are going for a line change, in fact, and they will dance across the blue line and get it in on deep. Here's Jesse Puljujärvi out to come play that puck. It'll be moved around the Tampa Bay zone before they pick it up and move it out and dump it into the Oilers zone. And here's the thing. They're going back and forth with dumping changes here in this mid part of the first period, simply because I think both teams haven't quite figured out the full pace of the game. The Oilers obviously dictating the pace, yes, but I don't think they've fully figured out the pace of how they're going to play this one for a full 60 as of yet. As Carole, welcome in. Northern Farm Girl, welcome in as well, as we are getting things going on here in this first period. We're back on commercial break. We are having ourselves a good stream so far. I must say this has been a pretty solid game. Chris, welcome in. Hello from Edmonton, your hometown. Well, Chris, glad to have you along tonight. And JP needs a Hattie to up his trade value. I mean, JP needs something. Jacob, you're tuning in from the UK tonight. It's not always easy to watch games, but tuning in your channel allows me to listen along. Hey, I appreciate you being along, and that makes me feel dang special when I get comments from like the UK or from Australia or from Germany or wherever you're tuning in from, saying, hey, thanks for allowing me to follow along again tonight too. Really appreciate that. Andrew, welcome in. Been on fire lately. Absolutely. We have just been rolling along, and now with Evander Kane back in the lineup, we've won one game already, and we've also taken a 1-0 lead against Tampa Bay, so don't mind me at all. We're getting it going. Northern Farm Girl, welcome in. What do we got? 6:13 to go here with 4:25. Just want to calculate this out. Friends, we are just about there. 43.4 hours on the stream. We should be able to crush it off before the end of the first period. That feels pretty dang solid. If you haven't had a chance, if you're new to the chat and you're just tuning in for the first time, chat me up a little bit here in the commercial breaks. But at the same rate too, don't forget, if you want to consider sticking around for more, you can consider that by hitting that subscribe button up there. And I'll just give you a quick update as to where we are right now, as we're sitting at 10,276 on the channel. So we're coming along pretty well today. And Bo Skinner on our television sets right now, the little man. Son of Stuart Skinner with that big old mustache, and I'm sure he will have that mustache one day, I am sure, as well. The Oilers taking an offensive zone draw against the Tampa Bay Lightning here. Steven Stamkos will draw in against Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. That appears to be the matchup for it here, as this one will be worked out by the Tampa Bay Lightning off the face-off. Alex Killorn chasing on in, and we'll see what happens here, as this one's going to go back into possession for the Tampa Bay Lightning before the Oilers are able to swing it around. That one was bouncing, and it came all the way down to Jack Campbell before being cleared. And the Oilers see the Tampa Bay Lightning start out from their own zone, and now an opportunity to get across the blue line. They gain it. Tampa Bay fires the shot. Braden Point off the pads of Jack Campbell. Their best point-blank look so far. Shot for Kucherov stopped by Campbell again. And 2 point-blank stops for Jack Campbell on the Tampa Bay Lightning's top 2 of 3 players up front, and that is a huge get for the Oilers right there. Jack Campbell making 2 saves and upping his saves on the night to 4 or 5, but needed needed to obviously make those saves to keep it a 1-1 game, and then it was just a weird stick away off his pads, and then this one, a shot by Nikita Kucherov up high. He just gloves it down and just kind of says, none of that, we'll freeze that puck. 4 shots for Tampa, 11 for the Oilers, 4:49 to go here in the first period of play. Scrambled up by Ryan McLeod, another shot denied there by Campbell. And Lemon, welcome in. As we're getting things going here in the defensive zone, the Oilers chasing around Tampa Bay's Killorn. He went all the way back to the point and now down low to Cirelli, but the Oilers able to work off there, and Ryan McLeod will come back the other way. He'll fire ahead. They've got a man wide and a chance to the front of the net. Denied. And this one goes around the boards again here as Alex Killorn will be under pressure from Ryan McLeod. Dylan Holloway picks the puck up. Comes to Derek Ryan. This appears to be a line format for the Oilers tonight, that they will try and work in the offensive zone as much as possible as Dylan Holloway picks up the puck again. Tampa Bay just can't get out against the Oilers' depth line here, which is a really unfamiliar thing for us to say as Oilers fans. Sergachev's been on the ice for $1.57. Derek Ryan picks the puck up, wraps it around. He's denied. Now a chance for Cody Ceci to get it down low to Ryan McLeod, who will set up shop. He'll go in front to Ceci, tipped in front and goes off Vasilevsky, and Tampa Bay will finally clear the puck out with Sergachev heading off on a 2-minute and 14-second shift. As Lemon, appreciate you being a new subscriber. And I mean, we're going to get to know some new names. Here's Connor McDavid dancing in front. He will draw a penalty, and then Pat Maroon will take a second penalty, you got to assume. And here's McDavid and his old friend Pat Maroon messing around. And oh my goodness, we've got all kinds of heck breaking loose here. Leon Draisaitl has to separate Connor McDavid from Pat Maroon. I just, and here we go. We're still got Evander Kane now with Hagel and Chernak and Evan Bouchard trying to play dad and separate the kids from killing each other here. Pat Maroon's yelling at the Oilers bench, and this game, my friends, might have just taken a turn for the weird right here between Tampa Bay and obviously the Edmonton Oilers. Patrick Maroon chirping it up with the Oilers bench, and this is interesting here. You just kind of see how this one develops here as Connor McDavid picks up a loose puck, and then a nice little dangerous move there by Patrick Maroon kind of can open Connor McDavid, and then he checks him to the ground. But hey, I don't mind this. This is edgy, and I like this kind of play within the game. Is you got to see this as it's an innocent play, and then Patrick Maroon says enough is enough. And they get going back and forth after the whistle. I don't think the Oilers took any penalties. And I think that Oilers fan, even though he's yelling obscenities to Patrick Maroon, I don't think he's too upset with Patrick Maroon. I think that guy thinks he's a beauty. 2-minute power play for the Oilers on this one. And Nurse and Kane act like they're going to do something. Well, hey man, I don't know. I don't mind if Darnell Nurse, this would not be a bad game for Darnell Nurse to go out there and mix it up. You know your defense been much improved lately. Darnell Nurse throwing bombs, I wouldn't mind that at all. As here we go, friends. The face-off. The Oilers were into the zone. They're drawing it back. Here's an opportunity. One-timer! Scores! Leon Draisaitl. You know what it is. Didn't even have time to react. I saw that puck come off the boards. Connor McDavid had it. Leon Draisaitl was standing there. 10 seconds into the power play or so, Leon Draisaitl scores the goal, and Lemon calls his shot right there. Oh my goodness, here we go. This one could be getting fun, friends. This one could be getting fun. Leon Draisaitl just like that. The face-off was out of the zone, but it was pushed ahead by Hyman. Puck comes off the boards. Oh, by the way, that's a plus 2.1 or plus 2.1, I think, on Hyman getting an assist. Oh, no, Nugent Hopkins got one, and then Draisaitl backdoor one-timer, bing, bing, boom. That's a goal, and we are off and running 2-0 on Tampa Bay. Just look at this deployment of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, though. McDavid comes out to make the play, skates by, and then Bellemare doesn't even know Leon Draisaitl is back there. The Oilers lead 2-0, and it's Leon Draisaitl's 27th of the season, by the way, so he's humming along again this year. McDavid's 47th assist, and Nugent Hopkins' 33rd. We like to see that. 2:57 to go here. That's a nice play there by Leon Draisaitl. Gets it up to Connor McDavid, who's winding up again. Here's McDavid busting wide. Shot saved by Vasilevsky. Thought we had another one coming, but this has been a pretty solid period from the Oilers. Now, just keep Tampa off the board here the rest of the way home. Shot from Kucherov. Saved by Jack Campbell. 2:30 to go as the Tampa Bay Lightning work it back to the point, and the Oilers are able to free it out. And here comes Connor McDavid streaking down the wing. He's going to play in front to Darnell Nurse, who misses that one. He's not doing that much. And now all of a sudden, two players take it, and a ref falls down. And here's Evander Kane and Darnell Nurse going against Hedman and Bogosian. And here's Kane and Nurse mixing it up with Hedman and Bogosian. It's a four-man pile all the way down with a linesman. Holy. Wow, okay. I don't know what's going on here. This one has just all of a sudden picked up and boiled over a little bit. The Oilers saying they do not want to be pushed around, and I don't remember who had it there. Flipperdo. Flipperdo, welcome in. Who had it a moment ago? As I think somebody said, I don't know where it was. Oh, it was Jeff. Jeff, you had said that the Oilers have to play tough against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Well, they are playing tough against the Lightning. And Kucherov gets away with a boarding, and then Kane trips him down, takes out the linesman. Hedman comes in, and then all of a sudden Darnell Nurse is there. I don't even know what's going on in this one. I don't know how Patrick Maroon, just chipping a little bit with his old running mate Connor McDavid, ends up turning into this mess that we've gotten. But I mean, Kucherov shoving Kane from behind. Kane's a big man. He's able to handle it. What is going on here? This is just madness all of a sudden, and I'm not minding this at all. Nathan, welcome in. This is Evander Kane going to the box. It's Zach Bogosian going to the box. But hey, I will take the level of physicality right now. And I mean, Richard, I'm not saying it's a fight necessarily, but if they if somebody does end up scrapping, that'll be a nice reward. And they're reviewing something here as well now. Are they reviewing Kucherov for boarding here? As Phil, welcome in as well. Everybody's just kind of joining in here. As here we go. What? We've got Thrashers in the penalty box? I guess we do have Thrashers in the penalty box. We got Evander Kane and Zach Bogosian in the penalty box. That is true. But here we go. All of a sudden, body check there by Nikita Kucherov, and then Hedman goes, and then Darnell Nurse comes in. Again, I'm really not sure where this is all coming from. I'm not saying how this is coming together, but this is kind of confusing here, friends. This is a fun little kind of nuance to this first period. Is all of a sudden the Oilers were up 1-0. Things were going along. Things got a little physical between Connor McDavid and Patrick Maroon, and now all of a sudden you've got the play under review, and you've got 2-minute 4-on-4, and you've got everything just kind of rolling along here in this first period, developing into what could be a real special hockey game. Hey, thank the BioSteel at this point. That's what it is. It's the BioSteel. And I mean, Evander Kane knew exactly what he was doing. And I don't know what's going on here. As the one guy's talking to Evander Kane. Hopefully. And I don't... yeah, I think that's what they're reviewing, Richard. To your point about boarding, is it's not a 5-minute major boarding call. I mean, I'm not betting anything on anything here. If I knew what was going on in this hockey game, I'd be doing much better than anybody right now. But I don't know what they're reviewing here. That was I don't know how you can assess it. So it's 2-minute additional tripping for Mr. Evander Kane. That's what it comes out to. I did make mention of that. Evander Kane took down Nikita Kucherov, so they will tap on an additional tripping call to Evander Kane, and now all of a sudden, I mean, it's a warranted call, right? I mean, if Richard and I are going back and forth about what is not boarding, textbook definition, that was tripping by Evander Kane, kind of a greasy play, but I thought that was just fair within the limits of what was going on the ice, but I guess not. Evander Kane will see the Oilers head to the penalty kill, and I mean, right here, right? If that's not boarding, then technically how hockey's played, that shouldn't be tripping, but it is what it is, and I guess we'll deal with it. The Oilers are up 2-0, and hey, if we're gonna have more scramble rounds like this, don't mind me. I'm a good time kind of guy that likes to see hockey get messy from time to time, if not all the time. I do like a good old line brawl as often as we can possibly get one. The refs are having to explain absolutely everything to the two head coaches. Looks like we're gonna have another Oilers player come over and join the penalty box. Um, Take Lemon, you're killing me here. 2:16 to go in the first period, by the way. Dylan Holloway comes into the penalty box. Of course, the obvious choice for the Oilers. And the Oilers penalty kill operating at 74.3% this season. The Bolts get things started here by winning the face-off. The Oilers, though, clear it down the ice immediately. And that's all you got to do realistically. We'll see what happens here. As Hedman will go back the other way. And this one's going to be chopped off at the blue line, but not enough to get it off the stick by the Oilers, and now controlled by Steven Stamkos. Now I got to get back into a rhythm. That's one of those that takes you right out of the rhythm. Steven Stamkos, the one-timer. Big old save there by Jack Campbell. It gets down the ice into the neutral zone. $1:40 to go here in this first period. Tipped on by Hedman into the zone for Stamkos. Hedman will play it across to Kucherov. They'll set up the attack. Here's Kucherov going back to Hedman. High point. Now the one-timers. Kucherov denied again by Campbell, who's had to come on late in this first period under much heavier Tampa Bay attack since obviously the Oilers scored that first goal of the game. $1:13 to go now in the first period. 55 seconds remaining in the power play. The Oilers doing a good job keeping the Tampa Bay Lightning to the outside and allowing the shots to really only come from the one-timer positions that they like to set up. Point plays it down. Now Kucherov, far side dot, gets it back to Hedman. 54 seconds to go. Shot comes, and now Stamkos will see this one. Back across to Kucherov off a skate of Ryan McLeod out there killing with Connor McDavid. Side of the net. Stuff goes to Jack Campbell, and he will freeze it up with 28 seconds to go in the penalty to Evander Kane. What was the first call on Evander Kane? It was roughing, and I mean, that's one of those right now in the NHL you can't scrum up anymore without two people being taken out of it for a call. So that's kind of the situation now. But as it stands, the Oilers have killed $1:32 off the penalty and now have killed another 5 seconds at best. So this one's going to go in behind the Oilers' net, turned out there by them, and they will fire it down the ice and for a length of the ice clear with 30 seconds to go in the period. And hey, you know what? This is shaping up to be one of those periods that you like to remember as an Oilers fan. Ross Colton loading it up for the Lightning. They'll dish off at the blue line. Now Colton's got the puck again. 2 seconds to go in the penalty. Killed off by the Oilers, so you don't mind Evander Kane doing what he did now. And Darnell Nurse will play this one up the boards and out of the zone. 9 seconds to go here in the first. Chance for the Lightning to get things going one last time. They're going to elect to just dump it into the zone. And we are going to have a scrap. It's going to be, who is it? Darnell Nurse throwing bombs with Corey Perry. And he's absolutely roping them along here. Darnell Nurse out there with the right hand free. Only able to get body blows so far. But he's got Corey Perry in striking distance. Throwing it in the guts right now. Darnell Nurse just mixing it up. Corey Perry more or less holding on for dear life. Corey Perry gets a punch in, and Darnell Nurse says, enough of this, we're going to the ground. And just like that, my friends, we are right here, right now, throwing around in this one. We've got ourselves a fight. Darnell Nurse looking really impressed with Corey Perry, who just slapped the mouth guard out of his mouth, and oh yeah, this one is about to boil over. Darnell Nurse picks his spot at the end of the first period to go against somebody that you'd forget is on the Tampa Bay Lightning, Corey Perry. And look at this, Corey Perry takes a little word with Darnell Nurse, and then they skate up the ice and get going, I guess. And yeah, they go back and forth, they chest up, and both guys talking it over. You want to go, you want to go, you want to go, let's go. Yep, and the gloves come off and away we go. And really not much of a substance, but Darnell Nurse got some good punches into the, sides of Corey Perry, I guess. Not much landed to the head, but that's fine and dandy, as we'll take the little bit of excitement. Oh, man. Hey, let's go. We're in for a good one tonight, friends. This is what we want to watch when we're watching our Edmonton Oilers. This one, a game that we don't get to watch kind of very often in the modern NHL, but the Oilers and Lightning have decided to mix it up tonight. Let's get to the comments here. Not worth sitting for 5. Richard, no, I think he would have liked to obviously free up Corey Perry a bit more, but it's what it comes down to in the new NHL, and I think the gear and kind of the fight straps and everything involved, I don't know what the mechanics of fighting in 2023 are versus the mechanics of fighting in 2006, but definitely one of those. I think Darnell Nurse would have liked to get a little bit bigger piece of Corey Perry for sure for all Oilers fans sitting at home tonight. Daniel, you're flying to Vancouver to watch the game on Saturday. First ever Oilers game. Well, it's hockey night in Canada and you get to enjoy it. It's hockey day in Canada, by the way. Fantastic get there for sure. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Good first period. Yeah, I think we can all agree that it was a really fun, exciting first period. And I mean, if there's more of this to come, we're going to have a lot of fun with it for sure. And Smurfy, you're agreeing with body shots. And David, the NHL refs prove again. Well, I don't need to finish the rest of the sentence. Everybody knows how that one finishes. Boys are on fire, Northern Farm Girl. You betcha they are. They're having a good game right now, up 2-0 on the Tampa Bay Lightning after one. Spectral, you're coming in saying the game's insane. I mean, compared to what we normally watch for the Oilers in the first period, this has been a pretty fun one. And the Oilers are standing up and being counted. You need this with certain teams. Tampa Bay, a team to do it. Jeff, I'd say you're 100% right on that one. And yeah, we have ourselves a game for sure. Tough Cuff. The comments coming in. I'm trying to go upstairs so as I can grab more water. Golly, I'm not sure what that comment was all about, but we'll be glad it's deleted. And our review was for 5 minutes on Kane kicking. Interesting. Okay. And boarding against Kane, somehow Kane gets 2 minutes for separate penalties. Like I said, we'll debate that one the rest of the night, I'm sure. And Curtis, I'd love to show you highlights. Unfortunately, I don't own the rights to it. And Spectral, Kane's trip alongside Nurse backing him up with the result of a 2-minute power play and had to fight Perry and went on out bus. Well, hey, we're doing all right. I mean, I can't describe exactly the mechanics of all of it. Obviously, never having played hockey at all and not playing hockey at a level where you had to fight. I can't exactly explain the dynamics of what happened in that late first period for the Oilers, but I do know it was fun to watch. That's what I can tell you. And Lemon's loving the game so far. And where is the All-Star announcement? I think it should be coming either in this first or second period. Friends, I will be right back. I'm going to go grab some water and we'll get this going here in a minute. Whew, lots of work here. So the Metropolitan Division, we're to the All-Star stuff now, has been unveiled. And the Metropolitan Division, the 3 All-Stars voted in are Artemi Panarin, Adam Fox, and Ilya Sorokin. So New York sweeps it, obviously. In the Atlantic, that was who was already there. Allmark, Thompson, Larkin, Kachuk, Suzuki. And we'll see who else goes in. Vasilevsky, Pasternak, and Matthews. I think that is as expected, my friends. And now we are going to get to the Western Conference. Jamal Myers on the thing here, getting things going. Talking about the Eastern Conference. This game's going to get out of hand before the night is done. I would love to see that. I would love to see a line brawl in the Oilers game. Trust me, you want to talk about me lighting up. I would love to light up about that for sure. Kane returning seems to have sparked the fire back into the group. Oilers aren't taking any guff from anyone now. No, I think the Oilers are ready to get things going. Kamel, welcome in. And hey, are we about to, Oilers source coming in with that, and we're about to have it here for, obviously, I think the expected is coming if you have just said it in the chat there, Oilers source, but here we go. Yes, sir. It is indeed happening, so maybe they didn't want to spoil the surprise because Sportsnet needs their big moment. But just to tell you, Stuart Skinner is an NHL All-Star this year. That is fantastic. That is absolutely unreal. Sorry, I have to send some text back about that. I don't think I saw Cole Caulfield being an NHL All-Star. I think it's Nick Suzuki that is. All right. It is fantastic to see here as Troy Terry, Nazem Kadri, Connor McDavid, Kevin Fiala, Eric Carlson, Matty Beniers, Elias Pettersson, Logan Thompson were the original 8, and the extra 3 are Stuart Skinner, Leon Draisaitl, and Bo Horvat. 3 Oilers. Oh, sorry, did I spoil that surprise? No. I know I've heavily rumored Bo Horvat to the Edmonton Oilers, but Stuart Skinner and Leon Draisaitl will indeed be All-Stars this year, and here's Gene Principe catching up with them pre-game, which means yesterday when I talked about that Stuart Skinner moment of practice in the video, we were right. They knew. We got it. You're on ESPN where they don't care about the moment. No, I probably could figure that Sportsnet was trying to build it up more than it needed to be, but absolutely, I don't mind ruining that at all. I'm getting texts, I'm getting messages about it. Stuart Skinner, absolutely rocking it up. And Camille, I would love if you'd be able to subscribe, trying to hit 10,300 tonight, and I think it's been a pretty dang good night so far. We're now up to 10,281, so friends, we're chugging along, just 19 shy of that 10,300 mark now. If you haven't had a chance yet, I really can't hear what Leon and Stuart Skinner are saying, so we're going to flash to this graphic. Definitely, if you haven't already and you'd like to, hit that subscribe button, and I'd appreciate you having you along for A, number 1, the post game after this game's over, and B2, obviously all the videos and future live streams yet to come here on the channel. So we are absolutely rocking along. It is fantastic to see Stuart Skinner make the NHL All-Star team. It's the first time since Grant Fuhr and only the second time in history of the Oilers that a rookie on the team has made the All-Star game. So it is good to go. Let's see here. Skinner and Dry, I was hoping Nuge would make it too. That would have been absolutely fantastic to see. I'm loving everybody's Stewie chants in the comments, Skinner chants, whatever you want to say. It's all awesome to see, and good hustle on plays and smart physical playmaking. The scoring opened up against the tougher team. Well, Squishy, I think it was a pretty good first period now, wasn't it? I'd agree. And now we got to see what that All-Star jersey. We got to see what's going to happen here in this rest of the intermission, because we're going to see if they reveal the jerseys this intermission, or if they're going to go out and just wait until the second intermission to do that. I don't know. When does the second period start? I'm not sure quite when the second period will be starting, because we're just still waiting for this NHL All-Star fan vote stuff to be revealed. And Everett, you would be able to go down to the Oilers team store at Ice District and probably pick up that Stuart Skinner All-Star jersey. I guarantee you right there. And just so as everybody knows, we're already up over 78 hours. 78 hours on the live stream, so we are well on our way to 100, which I would like to thank everybody for being along for that first period. It was real fun and a lot of greatness so far from the Oilers, and up 2-0 after a solid first period of play. We don't mind that at all. To recap it though, let's do that. The Oilers with 13 shots, the Lightning with 9. Obviously the Lightning aided by that late first period power play for 2 minutes. They did not score on. 10-8 the hits for the Oilers. That was my shoulder. The penalty minutes, 9 aside for the Oilers and Tampa Bay Lightning, so that's quite a crooked number compared to normal for either team. The giveaways, 6-2 for the Lightning. The takeaways, 6-1 for the Oilers. And the block shots, the Lightning had a favorable outcome with 6-1. The Lightning, though, winning quite a bit of the face-offs here early on in this period, and then obviously kind of leveling off during the middle part. Bellamar's 50%, Cirelli's 50%, Colton's 100%. Paul's 66.7 points at 100, and Stamkos, who's taken the most draws out of anyone, is at 40%. The Oilers, what you need to know in that first period is obviously Darnell Nurse will be in the box to start the second period. And when it comes to ice time, he had led the way with 8:46, so not necessarily a bad thing to get him off the ice for a little bit. Connor McDavid with 8:26 in that first period, and Leon Draisaitl with 7:27. So McDavid getting run out there quite heavily in this period so far, only taking one face-off so far this game. 6-2 the face-off advantage for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who has taken 8 face-offs for the Edmonton Oilers so far this game, which means he's taken pretty much half or the majority of the face-offs for this team this game so far. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome in. It's been a rough and tumbly first period so far between the Oilers and Tampa Bay Lightning. They've gone out and just kind of hit, kind of throwing some greasy plays, had a fight. It's been a good period to start this game, that is for sure. Jeff, let's not ruin our goalie this time. That's what I would hope. And what's in the Yeti? It's just pure water in the Yeti tonight. Just trying to make sure I stay hydrated. Obviously, talking as much as I do is not conducive to getting things as well as going. Anyway, I ran out of words. Kind of distracted by looking at John Shannon and Bob Stauffer on my television set, and them breaking down the action here. The pregame, obviously, Kane and Patrick Maroon talking up. Patrick Maroon wanted a second with Evander Kane. Said, sorry, man. Hey, sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. If I wanted to mess you up, I'd mess you up. And that's kind of where we're at right now. And obviously, the Oilers scoring 2 goals that period. I got to the review, and Oilers source calling me out on not talking about the 2 goals the Oilers scored. The first one, a tip in the slot by Ryan McLeod. I think potentially it may be one day awarded an assist to Dylan Holloway, but Vinny Desharnais and Derek Ryan draw the assist. Desharnais' 3rd assist in like 4 games, and Derek Ryan's 5th assist of the season, now up to 11 points on the year. Leon Draisaitl with 27 goals, a one-timer beauty backdoor patent goal by Leon Draisaitl. Connor McDavid's 47th of the season on the assist, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins' 33rd assist of the season as well. So we don't mind seeing that kind of numbers there from the Edmonton Oilers kind of power play combining for that. All right, here we are. So I guess they were saying it was going to be a match penalty for kicking against Evander Kane. All right. Again, I thought that was well within the just one of those things where it's just fair within the game considering what had happened the second prior. But I guess that's why they ended up having to call it tripping, was they had to review if it was a kicking of Kucherov, and that I get that right there. Anyway. Just a holy moly. I like it. But tough cuff, yeah, that fight from Corey Perry wasn't really all that special, nor was it from Darnell Nurse. So it's tough go. The modern NHL fighting ain't quite what it used to be, but maybe we see Evander Kane and Patrick Maroon go toe-to-toe and settle their differences with fists. I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. But we're just rolling along here tonight, friends. We're crushing in this first intermission, just rocking and rolling, and actually having a pretty good little decent stream here as well. We just crossed over 1,000 views on the stream, so don't mind that at all. We're hopefully on pace to do something quite special again tonight. I'm just going to throw you quickly the old subscribe ad one more time because I know somebody said congratulations for being almost to 10.5. Well, we got to get to 10.3 first, and if you'd be so kind to consider hitting that subscribe button, you can help me get that much closer to that 10.5. And two, you get to sit back and relax and watch the evolution of this here facial hair I got going until at least March. Sometime mid-March, depending on when things kind of shake out at work. We got a big project upcoming at work that's going to require me to be hard working for the next month, month and a half, 2 months, whatever it takes to kind of get there before the first week of March to the midweek of March. And this thing's not coming off until then is kind of the promise I've made to the boys at work as a show of solidarity. Even if I'm not doing the heavy lifting and just doing the computer work, I'm still right there with you, showing the mental and physical stress, a toll of the stuff going on at work. Anyway, let's see what we got going on. Christoph, how are my Oilers loving the game? Well, the Oilers are loving the game pretty well, I'd say. And us Oilers fans are loving it as well. What do we got going here? I don't think there's much else to really say. Oilers sort of hoping the game calms down and hope that the Zebra is back on the ice for the second period. Well, I know. Oh, is he actually injured? Is that what happened in that period? Oh, I didn't know that he was injured. I was too busy talking to understand that part of the whole play, I guess. But I'm just going to refresh this quickly. Looks like the roommates have returned home tonight, so everybody out there and about for their evening activities, and here I am just sitting in the basement live streaming hockey on YouTube for another night in a row. The weirdest looks I get when they come into the basement to feed the animals, I tell you. Anyway, as we're getting things going here, friends, we are just about ready for the second period, I hope, because this has been an extremely long intermission in my opinion. And now I've got my little three-legged guy is without the cone. That's obviously not my choice, but he looks weird without the cone. Wonder if he's going to come cuddle me. Come here, buddy. Come here. Give me a sec. Little three-legged guy's getting a little lippy out there. What do we got going on here? The Oilers fanatic sharing a tweet with me. What are we seeing? Anaheim Ducks GM Pat Verbeek is in attendance at tonight's Oilers game. No, he's just literally came to town to have dinner with his best friend Ken Holland. Come on, Patrick, you know better. We know how this works. We see these guys walk all the way into Rogers Place with each other and not make a trade. Silly, silly. No, actually, that's huge news because we know for sure that more than likely Jesse Puljujärvi is headed to the Anaheim Ducks. I know there's other teams he fits, but Anaheim seems to be the longest standing kind of situation for Jesse Puljujärvi and the Edmonton Oilers. So we'll see if that indeed holds true, and I guess maybe stay on watch for the end of this game. Jesse Puljujärvi getting an audition because of the injury or sickness, whatever you want to say, to Matthias Janmark. All right, here we go. Nas, welcome back in. And Reptar Hunter, your dad is friends with Pat. He lives next door to my family. Oh, well, there you go. That is exciting as well. Getting the old connections out in the wild. I like it. The Tampa Bay Lightning back on the bench. The Oilers are ready to go here in this second period to play. Feels like we're just entering the third, but no, we're just entering the second period to play. And here's Klim Kostin and Pat Maroon jawing up on the face-off dot. And I think we're about to have something here. No, Kostin's shaking his head no. And here go Kostin and Pat Maroon off the face-off. Kostin with a big right to start things off. Maroon freeing up the hand. Kostin and them separating around. They're spinning in circles and they're both jostling for position on the jerseys. Pat Maroon getting it going. Kostin throws an overhand, misses. Pat Maroon now a chance there for Kostin, who gets down to a knee, had connected with a right hand a second ago. They're looking each other dead in the eye now, both with the right hand cocked back. Here's an opportunity for Kostin. A cheap shot right up in the face on the left hand off the jersey. Kostin gets him with another right. Kostin can throw bombs. I'm telling you, this guy's a good ad for the Oilers, and he's just throwing with jersey shots. And Kostin gets the taken down. And my goodness, Klim Kostin energizes Rogers Place with a huge tilt, and now you've got your entire team toughness in the penalty box right now for the Edmonton Oilers. Don't mind me at all. This is one heck of a game for the record books right here. I'm not minding this, and my Oilers fanatic, I know that guy too. We're having ourselves a fun one. You know Woody knew that was the plan. And look at this. Here's Costin. He gets going, and he goes up with the left right into the chin of Pat Maroon right there. Good counterbalance, and then look at that. Just rubs them out. And I don't think that connected as well as I thought it did. But Stu, you're in here as well tonight. Thank you for being along. This one is getting good, friends. By the moment, there's a big hit there by Zach Hyman. And now this one will allow the Oilers to get on the attack. Nope, the Tampa Bay Lightning too quick to seal it off. 19:40 to go here in the second period, and Clem Shady has done his thing. And you know now he's looking for a goal and an assist because that's what he does. But the Lightning wire away, point-blank shot 30 seconds in on Jack Campbell. He makes the save. And here we go. This will be an opportunity for the Tampa Bay Lightning to get this back into possession here. Jack Campbell will pick the puck up and give it off to Evan Bouchard, who plays it right ahead, and it goes all the way down into the Tampa Bay zone. Nice play by Fogle to direct it to the front of the net. Can't get it going, but an opportunity for Derek Ryan nonetheless. The Lightning back the other way. They'll get into the zone, crossed, and an opportunity to fire it on net. They don't warn Fogle on the backhand. Will chip it off the boards, and here comes Ryan McLeod for the Oilers, who goes around the defense and gets an angle on Sergachev on the forecheck, but Sergachev, a smart heady defenseman, able to head him off, but now McLeod with the puck again. He'll get it to the far side corner in the Tampa Bay zone. And now all of a sudden things settle down for the first time this period. But Tampa Bay content to fire it up the boards again. Here's an opportunity shot off the post. Rebound. Shot denied and goes in this time on Jack Campbell. Wow. Hagel scores the goal. $1:30 into the period. Okay, interesting. And look at that. That was an interesting sequence there as it's just battled off the boards, and then Cirelli chips it to the middle. The Oilers have a defensive breakdown. Yes, Puljujärvi overskates the puck, and it ends up trickling through Jack Campbell, who's floating on the ice again. Jack Campbell's doing what we like to call swimming. That's swimming on the ice, and that's Jack Campbell just kind of laying down doing nothing, but that's fine. And we'll see what ends up happening here. 18:30 to go in this second period of play. Victor Hedman. We'll see Puljujärvi back out there with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl battling him for the puck. 18th goal this season for Brandon Hagel. Really, that guy's having a good year. And this one's going to go around the boards. Puljujärvi gets it back to the point. Brett Kulak. Point shot fired, blocked in front. And don't mind me, I'm not trying to come down on Jack Campbell. He's also got 10 saves this game so far on 11 shots as the Tampa Bay Lightning once again regain the zone. Tampa Bay is going to sit here and set up the attack. 5-on-5, the shot denied by Campbell, number 12 of the night. And now an opportunity for the Oilers to get back in flight. Here comes Connor McDavid. The shot denied by Vasilevsky. And it'll float out of the Oilers zone, or into the Oilers zone, sorry. Philip Broberg picks it up there. Evan Bouchard rubs out Stamkos. Now a chance here for Zach Hyman, who will pick up the puck. And this one will get it going back the other way. So this one will be tipped off the stick, and an opportunity again. Shot denied by Vasilevsky. Back to Warren Fogle. Across to Zach Hyman. The shot denied by Sergachev's stick. And up and out of play. Oof. Sweaty sequence there. And we'll see what happens. Fire me up, that Costin. Beauty. Mr. Beauty. Bouchard fires a shot off the helmet or a shot off the shoulder, I think, of Andrei Vasilevsky. That was an interesting play. Zach Hyman with a shot in front. He gets it right back to the middle, though, and it's denied again by the Tampa Bay Lightning. The shot's now 15-12. As we're seeing what's happening here, as this one's going to go denied there again by Warren Fogle, who's suddenly buzzing around in the offensive zone. Ooh, Zach Hyman, a good chance. Scores! Zach Hyman on the short side rebound off the boards. scores the goal that puts the Oilers up 3-1. I said Warren Foegele was buzzing. Warren Foegele is buzzing, and the Oilers have taken the 2-goal lead right back again. Oh my goodness, 16:52 to go in this third period, and this feels like this could be one of those games from last year against the Calgary Flames that just gets up and right out of control as Warren Foegele picks off a puck, gets it up to Zach Hyman, who fires it wide of the net, and then the rebound as Vasilevsky throws it in and pretty much throws himself into the post, and then Zach Hyman able to cash in on the short side. We don't mind that at all. And we are loving what is coming out of this game so far. 16:48 to go. A turnover. Save made by Jack Campbell off of the face-off in the center ice. Just kind of worked back, and Vinny Desharnais turned over the puck. But we don't mind this at all. The Oilers absolutely getting things going. This one's going to go back down the ice. And this one worked into Tampa Bay possession. We'll see what happens here as we are not minding this at all. Things are coming along right for the Oilers right now, and now a chance for the Tampa Bay to set things up again as Ryan McLeod knocks this puck down in the neutral ice. 16 minutes to go. Right, we only have 16 minutes left here in the second period, but this second period's taken its time already, and we're already up to 8:20 on the night. Zach Hyman's 22nd goal of the season, Foegele's 5th assist of the year, so both Foegele and Derek Ryan picking up their 5th assist of the season. And an opportunity now for the Tampa Bay Lightning yet again to set up the attack. Finally, the shot comes denied by Jack Campbell. 15:45 to go in the second period. A shot from Ian Cole blocked in front. The Oilers' second blocked shot of the night. Derek Ryan can't get to the puck. Tyson Barrie, well, he maneuvers the man off the puck. I really don't think that's called knocking the man off the puck. And shot off the pads of Jack Campbell. Another shot there, lazily drifted wide. Thankfully, as Kucherov keeps this puck alive, and I can shut off this fireplace. Shot goes wide, and again, the Oilers getting run around in the zone here. 15:15 to go in this second period after scoring the third goal. They are getting this going here as they are not able to get pucks out of the zone, and that one will finally hop out of the zone. Derek Ryan, very tired, will head for a shift change, and the Oilers able to come up and knock this puck back off the stick of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 14:53 to go here in the second period, so Darnell Nurse should be coming out of the box on the next whistle. As 3-1 the Oilers lead, and the Lightning have moved it deep into the Oilers zone. Here's Evander Kane, who will chip it up off the boards, and Mr. Leon Draisaitl will come out and play it down into the offensive zone. Connor McDavid picks up the puck. He's quick to it. Kane circles it back to Brett Kulak, and suddenly we're playing moments without the puck here. As 14:23 to go, Braden Point will bring it back the other way. The Tampa Bay Lightning will fire it towards the net. It drifts wide of Jack Campbell, and Evander Kane's able to move it out, and here comes Leon Draisaitl up against Andrei Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky has smart, great play there, able to make it happen. Now 14:06 to go, as this one will be chipped back the other way, and here comes Connor McDavid. He's got the puck in the near side corner. This one's going to go back as Broberg will go across to Evan Bouchard. Evan Bouchard's looking to drag it off to Connor McDavid, who winds up. McDavid poked off his stick last second. Chance here now for McDavid, tipped in front, and that will be stopped right there. As Hagel cuts the lead to 2-1, and then Zach Hyman makes it 3-1 for the Edmonton Oilers. Friends, I'm going to throw you an ad quickly. We're going to, of course, talk about subscribers again one more time here. Why not? Here in this second period, midway through. If you haven't had a chance yet to hit that subscribe button, I think I've given you a good sample of this second period of what I'm good at. Sometimes not so good, sometimes pretty good. It just all really comes down to how I'm feeling on given a few moments of play. All right. Anyways, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we're moving along, motoring towards a pretty big number here, 10,300 subscribers. We're at 10,287 last I checked, and if I've got the math right now, we should be approaching 290. Yes, indeed, 290. So we are 10 away. So looking for those last 10 subscribers today, and then we can really start grinding into tomorrow, an actual work day. So not working from home. Can't come downstairs in the middle of the afternoon and change things up, but we'll see what happens. All right. We're liking this. Everybody's coming in having a good time. I don't know what's going on. Um, oh, Nathan. Nathan, that's a crafty one right there. All right, you guys are having a good time chatting amongst yourselves. As we're just going to take a second to break down and pause for the cause because I'm a little tired. This has been a wide open game and I'm not used to these. Normally we can kind of sit in the rocking chair, call it back and forth, and the Oilers score a couple goals and win kind of deal over these past few games. But all of a sudden this win streak, the Oilers have chosen violence. I'm all for it, but man, oh man, is it a little bit taxing when you're trying to do the play-by-play as somebody that doesn't get a chance to do it on a regular rhythm. Let's see what we got else going on Dolynny TV as we are seeing the Bo Horvat rumors continue to put up 11 to 10 views an hour. And yes, Puljujärvi rumors as well, putting up 12, 11 views an hour as well. And for some reason, some of the old school Dolynny TV videos somehow, some way putting up views as well. Anyway, let's get back to it. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will see himself coming to the face-off dot here. And Andrei Vasilevskiy broken for 3 goals on 17 shots so far in this second period. The Oilers win this one back, and now a chance here. Shot fired towards the net, deflected in front, and it goes wide. And this one will be lifted out by the Tampa Bay Lightning, who get it into the Oilers' end. Oilers flub up on the pass, but it actually works to their benefit before they lose it at the blue line. And this one will go into the near side corner in the Oilers zone. All right, game on. As I'm just now starting to feel I might have to grab a bite to eat in the intermission. So pardon me if I'm gone for a few extra minutes than normal in the intermission. 13-12 to go here in this second period, though, before we get there. So we got a long ways to go, especially if things take another turn for the worst here in the Oilers game. As Foegele will fire a short side shot, try to follow up the rebound. He can't. And the Oilers now improve to 18 shots on the goal column and continue to fire good looks at Andrei Vasilevskiy. That's one thing I can say. They've had some grade A looks tonight against a grade A goaltender. And Tampa Bay will fire this one down. And it looks like too many men for Tampa Bay, but no call upcoming. And this one will go around behind the Oilers net. Brett Kulak up the ice. He'll backhand it off of Kane, but Kane can't get it going. So now here comes Kucherov over to Stamkos. Stamkos bodied up by Jack Campbell in the old halfway up in the butterfly, halfway up in the stand-up position. And he makes a pretty big save there to keep Steven Stamkos off of the scoreboard. And that's the thing about the Lightning. They're mentioning it on the broadcast. They transition very well. And I'm almost out of water here. Actually, indeed, I am out of water as Cody Ceci will pick this puck up off the face-off win. It's cut off by the Tampa Bay Lightning, but they're offside at the blue line. Just momentum carried point out of the zone. Shot, one-timer scores. Steven Stamkos. That's how it happens. Legitimately. I'm not kidding you. Steven Stamkos just absolutely blitzed one through Jack Campbell. I don't know how. I don't know why. But that was just the way she happened. As Steven Stamkos goes in, Cody Ceci plays it up the boards, and Braden Point transitions this puck. And Cody Ceci not at all guarding his man, and Steven Stamkos puts it posting in. And that's just one of those tough ones. I mean, it's Steven Stamkos scoring that goal, so it's not like we gave it up against a no-name fourth liner, but still, I'd like Cody Ceci to have a little bit better coverage on Steven Stamkos from that position, but that's just me. 12:01 to go here in this second period of play. Puck goes up the boards, and it's turned back by the Oilers there, where Cody Ceci will fire it ahead and try to work, but yes, Puljujärvi is the man to get it out. This one will work down into the Oilers zone. 3-2. So this one's going to get interesting here. This one's going to get very interesting, I think, as it tightens up once again. I think it'll settle down as it has, but now all of a sudden, who's going to make that next big hit that turns things loose again? 11:30 to go here in this second period of play. Philip Broberg in behind the net. He sees it chopped out of the zone by a Tampa Bay Lightning player. And the shot's now 17-17. The Oilers holding a thin 3-2 lead. And this puck goes up and out of play. All right. Good to go here. And here we go. Philip Broberg will draw in to his defensive position, and Steven Stamkos getting things good. To go, 11-13, 11th career hat trick for Steven Stamkos last night versus the Vancouver Canucks. You'd figure a guy with 500 career goals would have more than that, but now an opportunity here for the Oilers to try and get things rolling off the face-off. Tampa Bay wins it. They've got Pat Maroon out there. This one's going to go down. Joseph, good evening, sir. Welcome in. As the Oilers will work this one out of the zone and back the other way. Connor McDavid, and it looks like nothing happened there. So the Oilers will work this one ahead now into the Tampa Bay zone. Vasilevsky, and it looks like, yes, we do indeed actually have a front official call. Nice. 10:54 to go, and Patrick Maroon will go to the box for a tripping call on an Oilers player on along the end boards here. As you see Pat Maroon right there on Derek Ryan. Is that tripping or no? That can't be tripping. He just kind of rubbed Derek Ryan out. Interference more or less, but I guess they call it tripping. So the Oilers will go to the power play with 10:54 to go. I don't know if I'm going to have enough energy for this one tonight, quite honestly, but we'll make it happen. The Oilers power play 1-for-1 so far. This puck, though, for the first time all power play, escapes the zone. $1:50 to go here. And this one will go back to Tyson Barrie. He'll laud back to Connor McDavid, who cuts up the gut. Connor McDavid in towards the net. He can't get it going. The Oilers power play 3-for-17 over their past 5 games. Connor McDavid cutting in the middle. He's shut off from cutting to the front of the net, I guess you could say. Not really the middle. Nice play there by Draisaitl to get it back to Barrie. 10:19 to go in the period and $1:24 to go in the power play. McDavid over to Nugent Hopkins. Nuge over to Barrie. Barrie's got it near side point. He'll walk high point along the blue line and get it over to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to Barrie. Barrie over to McDavid. McDavid to Barrie, and Barrie will fire the shot, wire it high off of the blocker of Vasilevsky. Knocked down at the point by Leon Draisaitl. Now a chance for McDavid to set things up. He does, back to Barrie. Oilers puck movement on this power play, phenomenal. McDavid will curl around at the far side point, try to find somewhere to cut. He does, over to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Nuge backdoor to Draisaitl, can't get it going. Barrie sees it chopped, and Connor McDavid will retreat in the neutral zone. Here comes Connor McDavid. He'll play back to Evan Bouchard, who's got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Bouchard over, fakes it. Now back to Nugent-Hopkins. The shot coming. Doesn't come. McDavid tries to stuff short side backhand, and Vasilevsky will cover it up. As we're getting this going, who was 10K? Chuck, I could not tell you who was 10K. It kind of happened over the middle of the night in the middle of no man's land at 3:49 in the evening. So I don't know who was the subscriber number 10K, but we'll one day hopefully figure that out. And here we go, friends. Oilers power play, productive on that shift without coming up with a goal, unfortunately. 26 seconds remain, though, and Evan Bouchard out there. He's got Evander Kane. Kane will fire this one off of a body in front, and Darnell Nurse drifting too far into the zone. We'll see it played on all the way down to Jack Campbell. This one goes to Darnell Nurse. 9:02 to go here in the second period. Evan Bouchard fires it ahead to Ryan McLeod. Let's go as this one goes in behind, and a shot fired back to the middle by the Oilers, and an opportunity there, glove down by Andrei Vasilevsky off the stick of Evan Bouchard. The Oilers having a fun one here, and I think if we're headed to commercial break, indeed we are. I'm going to throw you an ad, throw you the subscribe block, and I'm going to go take a quick second to refill the water bottle. We'll check the watch time when I get back. All right, let's do this, friends. Let's get back to action here. We're still on commercial break, but we'll just quickly tidy up what we need to know about this live stream so far. We're absolutely crushing along tonight, and things are coming along for sure. Let's see what's going on here. Calculator. And everybody getting upset about Darnell Nurse. So everyone getting upset about Darnell Nurse, I will refer you to look at what's going on in Chicago with Seth Jones, because we've got an equal right there, and that's misery loves company, so look in Chicago. Anyway, the Oilers win this face-off back off face-off draw. 8:47 to go here in this second period. This puck will go around the boards, and chance here to go behind the net, and Hedman will play it off to the on-waiting Bogosian, who fires it all the way down the length of the ice. Icing call. All right, there we go. Catch my breath, and I forgot my water upstairs. Classic T. Dollars forgetting his water upstairs. I love when I do that. That's my favorite thing to do on live stream. Trust me, I'm not at all being sarcastic with you, but as we're just clipping along here tonight, friends, thank you so much for being here. We have a break in the action, so I thought I'd at least let you know that I do appreciate you being along. And a face-off win there for Leon Draisaitl. Connor McDavid to it, and Evander Kane tries to get it going, but couldn't get it on net. And this one, 8:27 to go here in the second period. 3-2 the goals. And I bring up Chicago, Richard, because it's the same with Werenski. It's the same with Seth Jones. Everybody that signed a contract that year, if you were a defenseman of any type, you got $9 or more million. It was kind of one of those things. The salary cap was supposed to finally start going up, and things were supposed to start coming together for the NHL, and the flat cap is absolutely killing you. You start raising the salary cap $2 to $4 million over the next 3 years, suddenly that Darnell Nurse contract looks like peanuts compared to some other contracts out there in the NHL. This one played back, and Cody Ceci will be back again for icing with 8:15 to go here in this second period? Are we still only in the second period? Oh my goodness, friends. We've got a long ways to go home yet. Here's Steven Stamkos on the ice, and Zach Bogosian. Draisaitl in the face-off. They'll try and get it going here. This one's going to go... Finally, are we going to drop this puck? Yeah, we're going to finally drop this puck. There we go. And Evander Kane's going to go around behind the net, and here go the Oilers back the on defenses. This one played right to the middle. Darnell Nurse will fire it up off the boards. Nice play here for the Oilers to exit the zone, but Braden Point back in on the attack. Here's Cody Ceci, and Darnell Nurse gets back to the net, and it is a backdoor tipsy tap for Braden Point, or yeah, I think it's Braden Point who scores that goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning. 3-3. Yeah, I try to keep positive. I don't try to be a negative guy, because I don't think negativity sells. But I mean, right? Ooh, not so good. Yikes. Not a good play at all there from the Oilers defense at all. Gap coverage by Ceci, I mean, not phenomenal either, and he let it right go through his skates. But Darnell Nurse can't be getting beat to the net that bad. And Braden Point, a very good hockey player, but still, that's no excuse for that. And the Oilers now choke a 3-1 lead down to 3-3. Like I said, I was very nervous about this game because it is Tampa Bay, and here we go now. All of a sudden, the nerves have to set back in, just like it was 0-0. And this one will go back around behind the net, and now a chance here for the Oilers. And it looks like, is Barrie going for cross-checking, or is Cirelli going for cross-checking? Looks like Tyson Barrie is going to go off for cross-checking, or is it Cirelli and Barrie will go for cross-checking? Okay. So I must have missed that. It was right in front of my eyes, but holding. So Cirelli gets holding, and they're going to call Barrie for embellishment. Is that what the play is here? I think that's what they're saying. So. Well, Cirelli held him down. It's 4-on-4. Okay, game on, I guess. I really don't know what's going on. We've had some weird penalties tonight. We'll skate 4-on-4, but hey, 4-on-4. Okay, again, I guess that was what we were supposed to do with the Kane Kucherov thing, but now we're gonna sit We're going to sit 4-on-4 between the Oilers and Tampa Bay Lightning with 7:30 to go here in the second period. Brett Kulak trying to get out of his defensive zone here. He'll backhand it around, and the Oilers will backhand it to, of course, Evan Bouchard, who gets tripped right in front of the official, but no call there, and now a chance for the Oilers to move this puck. They finally do. Up the boards, tipped into the zone. 1:41 to go in the 4-on-4 between these two teams. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins out there. He can't come up with the puck, and now the Tampa Bay Lightning do. They will work out of the zone. They've got 2 men wide on 2 defenders back the other way. Here come the Lightning in on the attack. Nick Paul goes around, dragging behind the net. He's looking for an opportunity to do something with it. He does, dishing off to a Tampa Bay stick on the near side boards. There's work there by the Oilers, who knocked the player down to the ice. That was Ian Cole going down for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Oilers set to skate away with this puck. Far man wide is Brett Kulak. He's gaining momentum. He's going to fire the shot. Saved by Vasilevsky. Felt like that was the spot where the game could have turned on a dime again, but instead here come the Lightning the other way. Braden Point dragging to the backhand. Nice elimination there by Brett Kulak. Darnell Nurse out there. Of course, if anyone wants to watch him right now, Braden Point on the ice. He's going to see this one skated over to Kucherov, and then Point just kind of soccers it on net to Campbell, who steers it in behind the net, and Kucherov comes up with his puck, but it escapes the zone for the Lightning, and a takeaway here for Connor McDavid. McDavid in on net, denied by a poke check of Andrei Vasilevsky. Not a chance. And Nurse goes down, and a glove shot misses wide of the net, and it goes all the way down the length of the ice. Oh my goodness. This one is just left, right, and center crazy here, friends. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and now a chance for Killorn. Fires it off a body, and Darnell Nurse will come up with his puck in the Oilers' zone. He'll fire it ahead, and this one tipped over to Cody Ceci, who gets it over to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl skates down along the boards. He'll go back to Evander Kane. The Oilers cycling the zone here. Kane will skate around the zone and finish off the cycle once around. Philip Broberg has to retreat. 5:19 to go here in this second period. And the Oilers kill off the 5-on-5. We're back, or 4-on-4. We're back to 5-on-5 is what I meant to say. And Killorn will carry this one into the zone. Nope, turned over there by the Lightning. Instead it goes off of the defender for Tampa Bay. Shot fired down by Kane. And this puck is just, I mean, I watch a lot of Oilers action. I do not remember in recent memory the puck whipping around as much as it has between these two teams tonight. Both teams moving the pill with authority. And here's Derek Ryan coming up with it on the forecheck for a brief moment as 2 Lightning players collide, and Ryan McLeod pokes it back to the blue line. But the Lightning are able to escape the zone and get it down into the Oilers' end, where Jack Campbell comes out to disrupt. He'll play it off to Darnell Nurse. Nurse loses his stick and has to regain the puck. And this one will go off the side of the net, shot up and out of play. Oh my goodness. And Sonny Soprano 80s night. Yeah, I guess you could say this is kind of what it's felt like. This is not hockey in its new form, I guess you could say. And it's one of those, we just keep going back and forth and back and forth. And it's 3-3 between the Lightning and Oilers. Friends, if you're just tuning in, thank you so much for being a part of the live stream tonight. Really appreciate it. And I want to say right now, I want to take a special moment to acknowledge all of those watching back home tonight on the live stream that don't have a YouTube account, can't like the stream, can't subscribe to Dolynny TV, but watch, whether this is your first time or you watch every time. I really appreciate you, because and in the end of the whole scheme of it is I can see how many people are in the chat, but never do the people in the chat equal the people in the live stream. And to those of you watching in the background at home, unable on my end to see you, I appreciate you for being along for the ride tonight, and thank you for being a part of the absolute craziness here on Dolynny TV and being a part of tonight's Madhouse game at Rogers Place. That said, friends, if you do have a YouTube account, this is your first time here, or you've come here a few times and haven't decided to hit that subscribe button right now, well, I'd consider maybe doing that now. I don't know, just pushing for that 10,300 tonight so as I can go to bed with a nice even number in the column. I don't know. We'll see. We'll mess around what the post game does, all that. But we were at 10,290 last time I checked. And of course, these commercial breaks got to kill them somehow. We're still at 10,290. And if you haven't yet, leave a like on the stream. Would love to know your feedback, whether it's like or a dislike. I never know if these live streams even get dislikes. I never really care to check anymore. But definitely, if you could leave a like, let me know how it's going. That'd be greatly appreciated. Julie, we absolutely do need a Kane goal. Arsing, we absolutely also do need to calm this game down a bit. I think the Oilers and the Lightning need to calm it down a bit too. It's just very frantic. Pucks moving all over the place, whipping around and going places that it probably shouldn't for good sequences, and both teams just trying to take an advantage on each other is what it is at this point, I guess you could say. But yeah, let's see where we're going. And you can't see my hoodie. It's just an old Edmonton Oilers hoodie from a couple years ago that my mom got me for Christmas back then. So shot tipped down on Jack Campbell. 4:23 to go here in the second period. Ooh, we're up to 4:20 mark now. Always got to mention that on stream. I missed that on the views, and I missed that on the average view duration because things have been blitzing up so fast today. But here are the Tampa Bay Lightning, who again, I mean, this kind of been the theme of the game, is as soon as you have the puck, fire it towards the net. Sergachev does just that. Glove save Jack Campbell, and Jack Campbell suddenly got 19 shots against him in the game. So that's where we're at tonight. And just for those of you asking to see my sweater better, you will see it right here, as it is just that old classic Edmonton Oilers majestic hoodie from a couple of seasons ago. I know a lot of folks that have this one, so one that doesn't come out of my closet very often anymore because obviously I've washed it way too much over the years and it's not as comfortable, but it's still a nice little piece to have in the closet, that's for sure. 4 minutes or less remaining here in this second period as Cody Ceci will play it ahead. This one worked by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who will play off to Warren Foegele, who chips it off the stick of Vasilevsky, and on rushing is Cody Ceci. Now a chance here for Nugent-Hopkins to take it offside, or they're going to say it tipped off of somebody on the bench. All right, game on. And Stoney, to your point, yes, I'm hoping that Klim Kostin can find himself the Gordie Howe hat trick tonight. That would be greatly appreciated out of him for sure. And thank you for the comments on the hoodie too. Let's just quickly calculate this out because I'm interested to see where we're sitting right now. 5.68. We are sitting at 9,200 minutes watched, which is equivalent to 154 hours. Friends, thank you so much for spending as much time as you have this evening. Really appreciate that as well. I don't make mention of the watch time as much as I used to, I feel like, but when you crush off 153 before the end of the second period, that's a pretty good little get for sure. Evander Kane will fire this to an open wing. It's in the Tampa Bay zone. They chip it back out, and now an opportunity for the Oilers to get this one going the other way. 3:26. They will go back into possession for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I can feel it in my voice because I forgot the water upstairs, but this one around the boards, and Evander Kane will see it go past him. Darnell Nurse, is he out there? No, it's Brett Kulak back there, so a nice steady Eddie play, and the Oilers see this stick, high stick. Nope, don't call it. And here's an opportunity for Hagel to make it 4-3 potentially right here, tipped in front. Getting it going down low. Tyson Berry will chip this one off the boards, kick it to his stick, near side boards. Now Evander Kane is going to play this one into the Tampa Bay zone. Look to maybe get off the ice here. Chance for the Lightning now to pick up possession and do something with this puck with 2:40 to go in the second period. And they will fire it up off the boards, cut off there by Evan Bouchard, who's some reason all the way at the Tampa Bay blue line instead of defending. Tipped in front, double tipped by Ryan, and Vasilevsky will once again pick up the puck and make the save. Give me a sec, I need that water. All right, sorry about that. Just a quick break to grab the water. Let's get this going. Nuge is due for a goal. Flipper due. I could agree with that. 2:26 to go here in this second period. Grab a sip of water. And we should be good to go here in a second. I'm just going to drag this ahead. For some reason, it doesn't want to cooperate with me. That's fine. Here comes Derek Ryan into the face-off dot for the Oilers. He's going to win this one back. Darnell Nurse sees it hop over his stick. Puck's fired down to Andrei Vasilevsky or across the boards, and there are the Tampa Bay Lightning picking it up in their own end. 2:15 to go here in the second. 24-18 the shots for the Oilers. So Again, right outside of a couple of defensive gaffes, the Oilers have played a very solid game so far, and it's good enough to be tied with the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-3 with 2:07 to go in the second period. We don't mind that at all. I guess you could say, I mean, I'd love to be up 3-1 still, but I don't mind it at all. As Victor Hedman will settle in for a face-off draw at the point here in the Oilers zone. And Nugent Hopkins talking it over with Cody Ceci and crew. Cody Ceci will come to the near side boards to take this draw. And Mr. Nugent Hopkins loses the draw after having a very good first period. He's probably lost some draws here. Here's Sergachev, shot denied, follow-up rebound denied by Campbell as well. And we're liking this for sure. And Terry, to your point, the double tip attempt didn't work this time for the Oilers a few moments ago, but it normally would. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking is once that puck starts bopping in the blue paint, it kind of gets sketchy, whether it's in your net or in the other team's net. It kind of gets sketchy, and that's where it was going is this one's going to be fired into the crowd. Tough play here for the Oilers. They get it out of the zone, and Victor Hedman will fire it into Jack Campbell. Campbell will go over to Darnell Nurse. Nurse will go off the boards and see this one spun around him. Cody Ceci over to Darnell Nurse, who gets taken by Nikita Kucherov. Shot back to the middle, and that was a dangerous attempt, but Steven Stamkos couldn't get his stick freed up, and now Cody Ceci will hit the middle line and fire it down as Klim Kostin appears to be taking a shift on the top line with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Shot blocked in front again by the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's been a problem for the Oilers too. Tampa Bay has blocked some very good steam shots so far from the Oilers. And this one's going to go for Hedman. Down low, shot from the point, saved by Campbell, who's now got 22 shots against and 19 saves for. Like we said, there's potentially gets up to 38 saves tonight, so or shots, I guess. So 35 saves. And yeah, that's a pretty good stick there by Kucherov there to get it on Darnell Nurse. I mean, you know what? You got to give credit to the opponent where credit is due, and that's one of those situations right there. Kucherov, very good, not taking a penalty there. Any digging in with the stick would have drawn it. I mean, not against the Oilers, but you get where I'm going. This one's going to fire down the ice, and here comes Ryan McLeod in on the puck, but Tampa Bay again close to it. 52 seconds to go. This long second period finally about to come to an end here tonight, friends. And then we'll have the third period, and we'll get off to bed about hopefully 10 o'clock tonight. We'll see what happens. As Stoney, I echo that sentiment. Let's go Oilers, and let's go get another goal here before the end of the period. That wouldn't be a bad thing at all. And I'm liking that the Oilers are scoring a lot, 5-on-5 as well lately too. That's been a big key to the success. Here we go. And that one will pop offside. As Caleb, welcome in. We're just chugging along here. Sorry, friends. Like I said, it's going to be one of those rough finishes again tonight. Just kind of how it usually ends up finishing off for me is things kind of get worse as they go on instead of getting better. But hey, Oilers want to give me a good third period. We'll see what happens. The Capitals are up 3-0 on the Coyotes. Red Wings, Golden Knights are tied 1 apiece. And the Maple Leafs beat the Jets. That's huge. Stars are up 1-0 on the Kings. That's huge. Here's Nugent Hopkins with the puck. He'll get sandwiched off. The Tampa Bay Lightning get the puck back. Kraken are up 1-0 on the Devils, though, after one. That kind of sucks. And then secondary to this, I guess you could say for, what do we have? The Ducks beat the Blue Jackets, and there's nothing else. Where are the Kings? Yeah, the Kings are up or down 1-0 against the Stars. So a couple of good results here. Shot with the glove save. Rebound for Campbell when time ran out. Big time save. And there we go. That's the end of the second period, my friends. I need to go quickly grab something to eat, but not before I give you just one last time. If you are enjoying the stream so far, I think it's been a good one. I mean, I'm piling up here at the end, but that's just because I'm running out of fumes and running out of gas here, and I just need to go fuel up quickly at this break in the action. But if you want to consider hitting that subscribe button, I'd be greatly appreciative of that. And with that said, I'm going to run upstairs quickly and go grab a bite to eat. I'll catch you guys in a matter of a few All right, friends, let's finish this off. We've got a couple of things on the line that I would like to try and finish off here tonight for sure before we get to it. Again, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you just got to see the graphic for all that time. You might as well at this point, and stay tuned for the post game because the Oilers and Lightning engaged in a 3-3 game before the end of this third period. Somebody could potentially win this hockey game or send us to overtime. Who knows? But hopefully it's the Oilers that score the next and the next two goals to win 5-3. I'm telling you this simply because when it comes down to it, the Oilers need to win this because I need to improve to 6-0-0 on the days I drink BioSteel on game day. That's really all it comes down to. I guess that's what I'm saying. Do I like my Campbell's play there tonight? Cool it. I am enjoying Campbell's play tonight. You know what? He's looked solid. He's been good. The goals that have beat him, you can argue with the defense for sure. And the Kansas City Chiefs, man, right there is watching the game on TV tonight. Well, I hope you're enjoying the game on TV tonight, and I hope you're enjoying the what I think was mistyped for candy. Anyway, I wish I had a little bit of candy. Actually, I do have some candy. I have my gummy vitamins here. You'd think I'd be a real man and take vitamins in pill form, but I like a little bit of fruit flavor after dinner every single night. You know, it's not a bad thing at all. Anyway, really not much to get to in that second period other than the Oilers kind of oilered in that second period, and it just kind of is what it is. Great scrap by Klim Kostin and Pat Maroon to set the tone for the second period, but again, when you start the second period with a fight, you expect it to be a physical affair, and then it kind of fizzled out the way it did in that second period. And obviously, Tampa Bay scoring 3 goals kind of deflates the building a little bit too. Hagel's 18th, Stamkos 22nd, and Braden Point's 27th are why we are tied 3-3. Aside from Zach Hyman's 22nd as well, so. We've gotten some production tonight. Leon Draisaitl, Ron Nugent-Hopkins, Connor McDavid, Warren Foegele, Zach Hyman, Ron McLeod, Vinny Desharnais, and Derek Ryan all on the score sheet for the Oilers. The hits, 17-16 for the Oilers. The face-offs are dead even. Penalty minutes are pretty much equal, 16-18, whatever you want to say. Giveaways are 10-3 for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Takeaways are 8-3 for the Oilers. Block shots, though, is where the story in this game is told. Yes, indeed, it's a problem for the Oilers because if they could get pucks on net, I think we'd have a couple different results in this game. But the Tampa Bay Lightning standing up, standing tall, and gritting it out and blocking quite a few shots here, that is for sure. So we'll see what is to come from this game tonight. 6-0-0. Who are we getting for this JP? I don't have a clue who we're getting for JP. I told you 3 targets I would like to get for JP in some kind of bigger trade, obviously, but I don't know who you're going to get for him at the end of the day. And it is kind of where we are at right now. Anyway, we're just going to sit here and chill for a minute. I'm going to answer some questions in the stream. There's not much to talk about. Jack Campbell obviously has 20 saves tonight on 23 shots. It's not exactly improving the save percentage, but if he goes on without allowing a goal the rest of the way home, he should. He's at 870 this game, so it's not like it's going to hurt his save percentage drastically to give up another goal tonight or give up a goal or just finish tonight with 870, but hopefully he gets things going a bit better. So let's see what we got going here. I'll send one of those over, and then we'll just quickly check some other stuff here, just make sure everything on the back end is looking good here, and then we should be able to get into a little bit more intermission coverage. But just seeing here, this is kind of comical tonight. I don't know who's going around watching these videos, but for some reason somebody has kind of tied up the top 25 videos on Dolynny TV or top 5 videos on Dolynny TV and are watching them on loop or something. I don't know what's going on here. I think I know what's going on, but I'm making a little bit of a point of it here. For a Rip by Dolynny TV, the Be Rich video parody that I did back in college, has 3 views. And you know what, I could tease you guys about this, or I could just quite simply just put this in the chat and let you check out this very classic Dolynny TV gem from back in the day when it was actually called Yak City Gaming here on the channel. So let me throw this in here. Here we go. For a Rip, are ya? Let's just throw that in. If you want to go watch that, trust me, you'll have a good time laughing at me being a goof back in the day. But but we'll see what ends up happening. And have I ever been to a hockey game? Oh yeah, I've been to too many to count at this point. I used to be able to count them all on one hand at one point, but I have not been able to count them all on one hand for a long while now. That's just where we sit though, as we're rocking and rolling into this intermission. Yeah, if you haven't had a chance, I strongly advise you go check out for a Rip there on Dolynny TV. I promise you, you'll enjoy the heck out of it. It's a gem. It's a hidden gem on the channel. I mean, some of you have probably already checked it out if you've combed around the channel enough. But that too, if you haven't had a chance to leave a like on the stream yet, let me know. Leave a like if you're so kind, and of course hit the subscribe button, all the good stuff. I am just about beat up here. It's been a long week working from home, but hopefully soon here I will be able to finish working from home. Obviously done today, so now back to the office tomorrow and back into a regular routine for this weekend, and then house sitting next weekend, and then suddenly, yeah, we're back at it on another course the week after. And that's kind of the sketchy part here, is I'm gonna have to do my laundry over there, or get my ducks in a row so as I have my laundry ready to go. I don't know, buy some new clothes. It's a conference, it's a work conference. Maybe I should get things going. And Michael, I get why you don't want to ruin it. Let somebody else ruin it for you. But here we go. Gene Principe and Bob Stauffer on the panel here, getting things going. And Flipper Do, yeah, you've seen the Out for a Rip. I mean, the OGs of the channel would know they've seen the Out for a Rip thing. And here's Bob Stauffer talking about things. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm too busy talking myself, but just is where we're at right now. It's just one of those things of hopefully just sit back and relax for a moment here. Victor Hedman, the Lightning blue line is 6'7" all the way down to 6'1". You got to remember that too. So that's pretty crazy. Victor Hedman up there at 245, I think is what they said. He's 6'7". Hedman is a crazy old man there. He's been in the league a long time now too. And yeah, that's just kind of where we find ourselves. We don't have one of those guys. We don't have a Victor Hedman on the back end. And guys, that's where we're at. Anyway, I really don't have much to add. I'm just kind of nervous about how this third period is going to go based on what's happened here in this second period. So it's kind of pins and needles right now, waiting for obviously either the expected outcome or a better outcome than the Oilers have had here in the second period. And then we can rock and roll into the post game, hopefully, and get things going. That would be obviously the ideal. And Vinny Desharnais on the back end. I guess we got a 6'6" guy. Darnell Nurse 6'4". You've got Philip Broberg at 6'3". You've got Evan Bouchard at 6'3". Cody Ceci at 6'2", and Brett Kulak at 6'1", and then Tyson Barrie, your small skilled defenseman, at 197, 5'11". But the problem with Brett Kulak is he's not a hard heavy defenseman either. At 6'1", he's only 197. So maybe that's something the Oilers look to do this offseason, is bulk up a bit more and try and change their defensive game committed to this roster next season. Anyway, Jimmy, welcome in. We're just waiting for things to get back underway here live from Rogers Place. As Leon Draisaitl needs to win more faceoffs, so does Connor McDavid, so does Ryan McLeod. Thank goodness for Derek Ryan and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who are leading the way in that department. And right now, Jack Campbell save percentage last 4 starts, 913, 962, 900, and 935 against the Kraken. So Jack Campbell's had a pretty solid game the past couple of games out, and tonight he's had some confidence and swagger to his game, but the defense has kind of let him down for the first time in a while, as expected though. It's the Tampa Bay Lightning, right? We're not talking about the San Jose Sharks. We're not talking about the Anaheim Ducks, and even Anaheim beat them for 3, or not the Anaheim Ducks, sorry. Not the Vegas Golden Knights beat them for 3 goals. So it is where we are at right now, is hopefully Jack Campbell gets it together here in the third period, stonewalls everything, and away we go with a victory. That would be the idea, right? I said 6-0 is the record on the line tonight with the BioSteel. Evander Kane, game winner, and Connor McDavid, empty netter. Assisted by Connor McDavid on that empty netter, Patrick? That would be my question for you. But we're hoping the BioSteel pulls through tonight and we get the job done, because that, at the end of the night, is all that really matters, is getting the job done. And here's John Shannon, ready to get things rolling. Oilers fans getting Stuart Skinner and Leon Draisaitl to the All-Star game. We don't mind that at all. Getting a lot of praise there from John Shannon. And I'm going to take one last quick bathroom break here, folks, and I'll be right back before we get going. All right, commercial break time. Verdon, welcome in. Glad to have you along. And I think we're sitting here. What do we got? Kane with go ahead goal and Connor Rice, all-star mustache. I'm loving the banter in the chat tonight about Stuart Skinner, by the way. And here we go. We are just about set. Sorry, friends, I'll throw you an ad quick here. Donald, welcome in. And Jets lost, bummer. No, Jets losing is a huge get for the Oilers. I mean, at the end of the day, anybody in the Western Conference taking home L's against the Eastern Conference serves us good in the long run. So that's the exciting part. Friends, one last time before we get things started here in the third period. If you haven't had a chance yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button, because, hey, I've enjoyed having you along. And if you've enjoyed being along for the ride, there's a post game yet to come. And oh, by the way, don't forget there's also more coverage coming every day after today. So keep that in mind as we get ready for this third period. And just to give you an update about where we are at with the subscribers, because I know I've made mention of pushing towards 10,300 tonight. If things have broken my way tonight, we should be rocking and rolling to 10,294. So we just need 6 more people to come on and join our Oilers fans ranks here on Dolynny TV. Like I said, join us, because I can't do this without you, my friends. It's kind of the inevitability of YouTube. You can watch, but long-term success is not sustained without your support. So why isn't Stuart starting the night? Because I believe the Oilers wanted to ride the hot hand in Jack Campbell, and I honestly can't blame him. On that one, I can't blame him. I think it's a solid bet, and so far Jack Campbell has you tied 3-3 with a team that's been to 3 straight Stanley Cup finals, so not the worst thing at all. Who should we trade for during the NHL trade deadline? McDry. Right now, I think, honestly, the big get would be Jacob Chychrun. That's one thing that me and Patrick from the Oilers Fanatic continue to hammer home. That is who the Oilers need end of day for the biggest, most impactful upgrade. Vladislav Gavrikov, I think, is my number 2. And a number 3 that I'd be interested in seeing if you could somehow separate for the right package from the Boston Bruins even, is Derek Forbort, who would be not a bad upgrade on the back end, even in spot of a guy like Brett Kulak. I don't know, maybe a little swap to see which piece fits and then go to the cup final against each other. I don't know, just me spitballing. But we have winners from Sherwood Park, Edmonton, and Fort McMurray tonight on the Score and Win. So a little bit of diversity instead of all those Edmonton winners the other night out against the Seattle Kraken. One last check of the watch time here as we head into this third period, my friends. Let's see what's going on. 1970 times 5. 5.8 divided by 60. Oh yeah, there we go. 190 hours on the night. Shane Gostisbehere has entered the discussion as well. That is true. He is a guy that apparently is available from the Coyotes and a guy that the Oilers may look at. I mean, whoever the Oilers look at, anytime a guy comes available, that guy's available. I mean, there's one name that was available the other day and now I think has pulled himself off the market more or less. But the Oilers, I think they're pretty comfortable with what they're running right now, though. They're getting the results here in the immediate, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day is keep winning, worry about tomorrow. I know I get frustrated by that, but if you ever wonder why I get frustrated, why the Oilers don't do more, is what do you think more means for a guy on YouTube who posts videos for views and does this as a part-time job? Well, that would mean that I get further along the road towards maybe one day doing this as a full-time job and having a part-time job on the side, right? That would be a really cool thing, but you can't get there unless you get the views and subscribers and likes and all the good stuff. So, Ken Holland, start making trades. Let's go. I need it. Patrick does too. Warren Foegele gets things going here for the Oilers, chipping into the near side boards. We're back underway here in this third period. Tampa Bay's got the puck in the first 10 seconds of the period as they set things up shop from their own zone. The Oilers turn them back at the blue line though, and they will get things going, setting up that shop themselves, trying to tip it into the offensive zone. They can't. Warren Foegele goes out there against Ian Cole. He sees it fired up the boards, and that's an obvious high stick by Ryan McLeod, and we will have a puck come down. All right. Let's see if Jay Woodcroft can out-coach John Cooper tonight. Obviously, that's always a good testament for coaches, young coaches, to try and out-coach good old John Cooper, who's been probably one of the longest tenured to this point head coaches in the NHL now. It's amazing to think that there was questions about him when he first came up to Tampa, and now all of a sudden what he's done ever since. Jack Campbell will play it off to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard will go across to his D partner Broberg, up the boards in the D zone, and here comes Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl ripping a shot. It's blocked in front again. Like I said, there's been a lot of blocks that have kind of cost the Oilers shots on net tonight that could have otherwise been very dangerous. We have finished the first minute of play here. The Tampa Bay Lightning have it at center ice as they're playing pitch and catch between Hedman and Bogosian, and this one will go back the other way, and this one into the Oilers zone now as this will be fired around the boards, then to the far side wing on waiting. The Tampa Bay Lightning tip it down into the slot area, and the Oilers are able to scramble it up enough to get it away from danger, and this one will be flipped all the way into the Tampa Bay zone where Connor McDavid uses turbo mode to get to the puck first and skate this one around the boards. Sergachev will fire it up and get it over to the far side point where it's again chopped in by the Oilers. And that one is knocked down there, and this one will go again behind the Lightning net as they try again to escape the zone. But the Oilers forecheck for the most part in the first period and a little bit of that second period were very heavy and very well oriented on getting pucks back into possession. They get a shot off the side of the net there. The Oilers only 9-7-3 in 1-goal games this season, so keep that in mind as things go on. The winning record is about 500, and you get points in about 12 out of 19 games. As here comes Connor McDavid cutting towards the net, in on goal, scores! Connor McDavid, baby! What a play right there. I did not realize that one had gone in, nor did Vasilevsky, nor did anyone else. There's Weird Hair Oilers guy. I love that guy. And Connor McDavid has broken through and given us that 4-3 lead. Patrick, I think Evander Kane's getting the empty netter on the Connor McDavid assist. Sorry, I might have thrown your idea for a loop, but Connor also just did it for sure. Here we are. That is beauty. Connor McDavid finds a puck, skates into it, and gets things going the other way, skates around the defense, and then skates right through, and it just trickles right through Vasilevsky. So I guess right there you can complain about the one trickling through the post on poor old Jack Campbell, but Vasilevsky has a pretty weak one get through him on a good play by Connor McDavid. 2:10 in, and we've got another Save On Foods $1 million score and win winner. And who is it? It's Catherine Reynolds from Edmonton, Alberta. Congratulations on your probably half-decent 43-inch TV. Hey, let's just go. And Terry, whoever scores the more goals, that's who's going to win. I don't mind that. Hey, Connor McDavid gets his 39th of the season, and he could get 40 tonight. Nurse with 16th assist of the season. Here's the shot blocked in front, and the Oilers are going to send gotta guy some slack. Oh man, I love it. I've gotten both you and Oilers source going tonight. I'm on a hot streak here. All right, here's Ryan McLeod coming back the other way. Shot blocked in front by the Tampa Bay Lightning again. It just is what it is. As the Oilers will see this one go back behind the net. Dylan Holloway, who's had for more or less of this game a very quiet game in my opinion, getting it going so far, but hopefully he gets it going. And here we go, a couple more now. Cole welcome in, and here's a chance for the Lightning back the other way. 16:45 to go. Now an opportunity for the Oilers. Warren Foegele, oh, just missed lifting it blocker side. And here comes Kucherov in on the skate. It's a 3-on-2. Kucherov drops off the shot for Kucherov, and what a save from Jack Campbell on that one, friends. With exactly 3.5 minutes gone, Jack Campbell swimming across the crease like a, what is that, goldfish, starfish? I don't know what that is, but it is a beautiful save in the glove by Jack Campbell to keep us 4-3. And hey, bring me back to life, why don't we? And that one, Jack Campbell, that is the old school NHL, 19 save right there. I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about. When you dive across with your goalie and flash the letter like that, that looks something straight out of a video game. That didn't even look real. But hey, we'll take it. As here comes Evan Bouchard firing it in the near side corner. Couldn't get the bounce. 16:20 to go in the third period. And the Tampa Bay Lightning will lift it up, and Evan Bouchard rushes on. Here come the Oilers, and this is Connor McDavid playing without a stick, and still almost got a glove and almost got an assist on it. That would have been crazy. Zach Hyman with Connor McDavid getting his glove back going. Here's Evan Bouchard back down low. He's got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The shot from Bouchard goes wide of the net. Now McDavid back with the puck. This line is buzzing. Buzzing. And it's Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid, and Hyman out there on the ice. Ace, to answer your question, it was Connor McDavid, a beautiful solo effort scoring the goal. One of those ones that you wonder how Darnell Nurse gets 16 assists on the season. That's how. So here we go. Let's finish this one off. We got about 15.5 minutes to play. The Oilers back in the offensive zone. Tampa Bay is going to turn it out and get back the other way. Hayden Fleury activates, fires it up off the post and out of play. And we will have a stoppage in play. Friends, good evening. Welcome to Dolynny TV. I see about 25 of you have just joined into the stream. My name's Tyson. Glad to have you along for this call of the Oilers game. It's 4-3. Connor McDavid's taken the lead for the Edmonton Oilers. And with that said, too, consider over the next 15 minutes sticking around for the post-game show. I'd love to have you along, but you have to pretty much hit the subscribe button to be able to get that. Nice save there by Jack Campbell. The wave is going at Rogers Place, or at least they're attempting it here. And now a chance to get this puck out of the zone. The Oilers do is flip back into their own end. Brett Kulak's got his stick tied up, and the Lightning come up with it in their own end after a clear. Here we go. 15:00 in the third period as Derek Ryan will flip it around the boards. This is an opportunity here to go down low, and the Oilers continue to kill clock. That's good. And a turnover here to Leon Draisaitl. Fortunate bounce, hopefully. And that is the most useless notification I possibly could have gotten. Okay, sure. We made a collage for you. Sure, whatever, phone. Great for you. 14:34 to go. And here's Tyson Barrie getting back in on the defense as he's going to erase his man. And that was a beautiful skate around the man. And now a chance for the Oilers to get it going the other way. Again, here comes Leon Draisaitl in on the attack. He's spent a lot of time on this shift. I'd like to know his shift tracker here. This one goes down low to Jesse Puljujärvi. He sees a armbar in the face, but he's able to maintain enough to keep the Lightning from breaking out of the zone. The wave now going in the Dolynny TV chat as well. 14:03 to go here in the third period. The Oilers come up with this puck. It'll be chipped off the boards back into possession. And they are looking to get something going here now with Evan Bouchard cooking something up. It goes through the skates of Puljujärvi. Back the other way. Bellemare fires it across the ice, and Costin will come up with this puck. And nice play by Costin again to carry this one forward. He's got Hyman. Costin fires the shot. We're still looking for him to get the Gordie Howe hat trick now that he's had a fight tonight against Patrick Maroon. You know, somebody was going to go with him, and Maroon said, hey, let's Tilly, and they did. So that's what ended up happening. As this one's going to go back into the Lightning zone on to Vasilevsky this time. They'll play it out, and this camera guy, like I said, is going to give me motion sickness tonight. This guy has been whipping the camera around rather weird. I guess they must have called in the backup tonight. It ain't much but smooth. And this one comes back to the point. I lost sight of the puck. Don't mind me. So did Vasilevsky. Puck's loose in the crease, and he'll cover it up and freeze it for a whistle with 13:03 to go. The Oilers lead 4-3. I was going to say 4-0. That's not right. 4-3 is, however, correct. So we're cooking along tonight. Snowdrift or oil slick. I like it. 21.92 to go here. 5.75, let's call it. Divide that by 60. My friends, we have achieved 210 hours on the stream, so we should be good to go here to finish this stream off with the big old grand total of that 233 we had last game out. So that's great to look forward to. And that said, too, thanks for everybody that clicked over to check out the Out for a Rip video I put in the chat. I see about 9 views on there, so I really appreciate you guys humoring me a little bit with some of my very old content here on the channel. That stuff from the first half of Dolynny TV, not this back half, last 5 years since 2018. All right. Here we go. What's Terry saying? Yep. Oh, no, that I already agreed to Terry's comments. So we are good to go. It's Connor McDavid again from Darnell Nurse who scored the assist on that Connor McDavid goal. The Oilers lead 4-3. And it looks like we're going to the power play. Is that what's happening here? Steven Stamkos took a call for hooking. I didn't even notice what was happening. Connor McDavid's 39th goal of the season. Darnell Nurse's 16th assist of the year. So I guess points-wise, at least Darnell Nurse is doing a little something. And we continue to cook along as we should be almost done this game, hopefully by 10 o'clock, so as I can get the post game up and go to bed. Donald, welcome in. Gibbs, welcome in. That's I guess that's good to know. I'm not sure what foolery is happening in the chat now, but I'll take it. Yeah, as we're just going here, costing an assist and an open netter, that wouldn't be bad at all. And here we go. Let's see what happens. How many shots does Steven Stamkos have? Kenneth, I can answer that question for you. Let's go find out. Let's see what it is. Steven Stamkos all the way at the bottom here. Looks like he's got 3 shots tonight and a goal for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So if you were counting on him hitting a 2.5 shot prop, he has hit it for you. Anyway, here we go. This one back on the Oilers. As a nice diving play there by Hagel is able to get it out of the zone, and this will now be Connor McDavid playing it across. He sees it chopped up at the blue line, and it will be offside against the Edmonton Oilers at the line. We are getting close to finish time now, and I see again folks tuning in. Thank you so much for being along. Appreciate you choosing Dolynny TV to carry you through the finish of this game. 147 to go on the power play, 12:50 to go in the game as we gear up and get ready to finish this one off. Keyhawk, I'll answer that question if I get a chance here in the next break in the action, friends, as we got to stay tuned to what's happening here. 42 power play points for Connor McDavid. Leads the NHL. $1.36 to go on the power play here for the Oilers. They load up. Here comes Connor McDavid as this is the first real zone entry of the power play here for the Oilers as they get it in the near side corner and get things going deep in. That looks like Zach Hyman got erased. It gets dumped out of the zone. 12:24 to go. Thoughts on the Oilers this season, Keyhawk? I'd just simply say the Oilers have been coming on strong as of late, and I never really thought they were too far out of it, but they were in danger there a couple of times over the past month, and they've gotten it going. Here comes Connor McDavid dumping back to Leon Draisaitl at the point. He's going to spin off the defender. Go backhand, nope, go forehand to the point, but it gets past Tyson Barrie and all the way down the ice with 12 minutes remaining here in the third period as the Oilers look to play a strong game down the stretch to walk home what has been a shaky but solid, hopefully good goal game here, 4-3 up above the Tampa Bay Lightning. That did not make any sense, but that's fine. Connor McDavid to the far side. It'll go back to the blue line, and now a chance to Leon Draisaitl right here. He'll go down. This one goes around. And this one will go back to the Oilers. And what a nice back check there by Tyson Barrie, as it was all the way back in their own zone, and Tyson Barrie made a real good play one-on-one to prevent a chance against. And now Evan Bouchard rushes onto the puck. He'll circle around the net. The Oilers have definitely broken the Lightning out wide a little bit more than I think I'm used to seeing them do this. And this one now a second line shift here for the Oilers. I'd like to almost see them maybe get Mr. Evander Kane back up on the top power play unit here, alternating with Zach Hyman a little bit sooner than he has been. Here now, rushing onto the puck is Warren Foegele, looking like Connor McDavid out there with the angles, but couldn't quite get it going. And now 10:50 to go in this third period, as 4-3 the Oilers lead. Ian Cole across the blue line, tipped off the stick there by Ryan McLeod, and the Oilers regain possession in the near side corner, turned over to the Lightning. Stamkos back to the blue line. Cole fires a shot wide of the net. This one goes back behind the Oilers net all the way to the near side boards, and a shot fired from Cole again, blocked in front or missed wide. I'm not exactly sure. Couldn't tell you, and this one's going to be chipped up and off the boards out of the Oilers zone. Tampa Bay regains, and they are coming heavy here since the end of the penalty kill, as they're trying to get things going in a positive direction. 10:13 to go in this third period as the Lightning move it ahead. Kucherov busts through two Oilers, and now wide is Point, but turned back by a good stick there. And it looks like we are going to have a slashing call against Klim Kostin, I believe, as he will look at the official and say, yep, I guess that was me if you're whistling that down. And with 10:02 to go, the Oilers will go to the penalty kill. Oilers really need to win this. I'll tell you why the Oilers really need to win this. All right, focus up a sec. Pay attention to me, not the game. Just kidding. Please pay attention to the game. Just make sure. But what I'm saying here is focus up, because I drank BioSteel today. Drank my old Tetra Pak of BioSteel. And we are going to go out there and hopefully win this game because of that. I'm 5-0-0 in 2023 when drinking BioSteel on game day. So let's make it 6-0-0. That's what I'm saying focus up for. Couldn't even make my point because Jesse Puljujärvi instead is the guy who took the slashing call. So we will have ourselves 10:01 on the clock, and the Oilers fire it down the ice for a clear all the way down to Vasilevsky. The Tampa Bay Lightning had 3 shots and 1 attempt on the power play so far this game. 9:50 to go, and we've already killed off 15 seconds before the Lightning have gained the zone. In fact, we're going to kill off 21. Yep, 21. And nope, actually keep that going. The Oilers doing a good job holding the line here, and we've killed off 25 seconds before the Lightning have gained the zone. Here's Braden Point. He's going to get it back, and a nice deflection away by Ryan McLeod will get the chase going the other way, but a good cutoff there by Victor Hedman gets it going out of the zone, and the Tampa Bay Lightning back in, trying to set it up again, standing tall at the blue line. The Oilers' aggressive penalty kill, and it looks like a penalty is coming to the Tampa Bay Lightning, an interference call on a hard-fought puck by Ryan McLeod, and we will have ourselves 4-on-4 for the second time this game. We don't mind that at all. Kucherov takes the penalty, and he's a little upset with that one for sure, but 9:13 to go. A hard battle there by McLeod to get gears turning. And look at this. Right here he gets chugging, and then Kucherov just muscles him off the puck. And why are Oilers fans booing? So they're calling Ryan McLeod for embellishment? So we're going to skate 4-on-3? What happened there? Warren Fogel's going to the box. What? What the heck is going on here? That was Ryan McLeod engaged in the battle, right? I do not know what's going on here, but whatever. I'm confused again. I keep missing things very important to this game. But here we go. Connor McDavid is going to take the face off. This is going to go back to the Tampa Bay possession. And this one's going to go back into the offensive zone for Tampa Bay. On rushing is Braden Point, who will leave it there for the Lightning to set up the 5-on-4 attack. So I guess it's coincidental minors here. And Stamkos will go across. Point's got this puck. 46 seconds to go in the penalty kill. The Oilers still trying to keep things going, and Evander Kane separates man from puck, and without a stick, kicks it down the ice. and kills more of the clock. We are loving this for sure. The Oilers coming to work with a good effort tonight. I mean, it hasn't been a great defensive effort, but the workmanship, the grit level, and the attempt to try and get things going have been very well detailed in this Oilers game. 20 seconds to go in the penalty kill for the Oilers with exactly 8 minutes or roughly thereabout to get going here on this third period. And we are just about into crunch time, my friends. The Lightning down a goal here, looking for a goal, but they cannot seem to find anything on this power play. And this one will go down the ice and fired on to Vasilevsky. Hey, we killed off the penalty kill, and now we've got less than 8 minutes remaining here in this third period. My TV's already flipped over because the game was supposed to be done at 9:30. The puck is in the Oilers' end, and here we go. Here's Derek Ryan picking up this puck. It'll be across, and the Oilers are in on the attack. Here's Evan Bouchard loading the one-timer. Shot fired. Couldn't get it past Vasilevsky, who makes his 24th save of the evening. He continues to load up here and make more saves as the game wears on. The Oilers were lucky to beat him as many times as they did early on, and thankfully that was the case. This one's 7:15 to go here in this third period. I need to take another BioSteel. No, I don't know what the effects of having 2 BioSteel in one game are, so we won't do that. 7:04 to go here in this third period. The Lightning content to finish off the line changes, fire up the puck, tip it down into the zone, and give possession to the Oilers and Jack Campbell and try to forecheck. And that is, in fact, the right play as Hagel comes up with the puck behind the net. It comes to the side of the net. Nice play there by Ryan McLeod to come up with the puck. And the Oilers continue to work this puck. Shot fired there up over top of the net. And the Oilers keep battling in this corner. This is getting way too tense for me. And it looks like we've got a hand pass finally being called. And Killorn's very upset. And I think this one could still boil over a little bit, especially if the Oilers get a 5-3 lead on an empty netter or something like that. Smurfy, answer your comment. What are we saying? Flipperdo? Should be a holding call or something. I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm going to leave the chat to chat with itself because I think it's figuring itself out. So friends, I'm going to send you to a commercial break very quickly here, and we're going to quickly throw up this in case you don't get a commercial break here on the stream. I'd like you to consider hitting that subscribe button. Sorry, I'm all scrambled up. This game has been a mess by every definition of games I call on Dolynny TV nowadays for Oilers hockey. So if you want to maybe tune in for a better one next time out, I'd really appreciate that. And of course, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you can be one of the first people to get the video suggested to you for the post game this evening as well. I want you in the post game. We've had a fun one so far. There's lots to recap, and I'd love to do it with you here on the post game following the Oilers hopefully pulling this off against the Tampa Bay Lightning as we go along tonight. I guess we'll see if that happens, but first things first, right? And of course, too, that subscriber number trying to hit 10,300 tonight. Last I checked, 10,294. And if I just asked right now and did it correctly, we should be at 10,298. So we just need 2 more subscribers by night's end, which should be no problemo, whether you folks tuning into the stream get it going or if we get it done here on the channel following the game later. Let's see here. People first, Yukon. Good evening. Welcome aboard. And let's see what we get going here as we're going to catch the play of the game now. Presented by Rogers 5G. And this is the one. Connor McDavid, the tie-breaking goal right here. Getting it going. Shot fired towards the net. Pushes through and gets the goal on. As that was a huge gift for the Oilers to get that 4-3 goal for what has given the Edmonton Oilers the lead and sustained so far. 1 goal, 1 assist, 6 shots for Connor McDavid so far tonight. We'll see if that ends up holding up for him as the Oilers with Darnell Nurse on the ice and Connor McDavid and the big boys out there will try and rally this one up. A face-off outside of the Oilers zone following the hand pass. We'll see if the Oilers can't pull off one heck of a victory here. Jeff, welcome in. I'm just trying to make sure I catch everybody as you tune in. Hockey Jake, I don't think I've welcomed you in yet. And the Oilers with 6:27 to go here in this third period get the puck out of the zone, and they'll have to try and get some zone time going here as Jack Campbell will play the puck along the boards to the near side where Zach Hyman will chip it up and out of the zone. And now Connor McDavid looks to make a play. He can't. It's back into possession for the Tampa Bay Lightning, who will fire it to a no man's land off the boards. And with 6 minutes to go, Darnell Nurse gathers in his own zone. He'll get ahead, and Nurse now goes D to Cody Ceci. Ceci will see this one cut off by Ian Cole, who will fire it down low into the Oilers zone. Ceci again over to Draisaitl, and this one hops off the glass and out of the zone. And this one all the way back behind the Lightning net now. Ian Cole off the pass from the defender will play it ahead. It'll go all the way the length of the ice for an icing call. All right. There we go. Oof. The nerves, they're getting here, friends. I'm getting the nerves about this one. I don't know how to finish this one off exactly, but hopefully we get a good result. And hopefully it all works out together here as Nemesnikov looks like he's a little bit shaken up. 5:32 to go here in this third period. And 28-27 the shots. So Jack Campbell 3 shots away from managing a .900 save percentage again tonight. And I think this is good enough to not hurt his save percentage if he does not make another one. Shot right off the post there by the Oilers. That one was close. This one is going to go back to Leon Draisaitl. Evander Kane will go around behind the net to Derek Ryan. This shot around out of the zone there, but nope, turnover again by the Oilers and getting it into possession in the neutral. They fire it in. Good chance here for Ian Cole, who will play it across. 5:07 to go in the third period, and the Oilers are continuing to kill clock in a positive manner here against the 3-time Stanley Cup finalists in the past 3 years, Tampa Bay Lightning. Shots this period, it's slowed down. 5-4 is it. And here come the Lightning across the blue line. They're looking to get a shot on goal here and hopefully turn in an effort that turns in a goal. And that one deflected away again. And I'm not believing what I'm seeing. The Oilers are standing tall here, getting the job done. Zach Bogosian trying to fire the shot. He can't. 4:35 to go in this third period. Lifted down into neutral ice. Again, Ryan McLeod coming out there chopping, and you got to look at who's on the ice for the Oilers right now in these minutes. It's Ryan McLeod, Dylan Holloway, the depth guys out there doing the job. Steal by Zach Hyman. He's coming back the other way, looking to the middle. He's going to drag around the net, drag to the front, fire a shot. Vasilevsky gloves it down, makes the save, holds on, and we'll have a whistle with just over 4 minutes to go here in this third period, my friends. Incredible so far, and I'm going to take a quick second to run upstairs and take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. But if you have a chance, friends, hit that subscribe button for sure. I'll flash the graphic here for you, and we'll get things going in a matter of moments. Alright, let's get this going, friends. We are just about up and done with this game, but we got about 4:13 to go here in this third period of play. Oh yeah. Here we go. McDavid hopefully scores the empty netter. No, I think I'm thinking it will be Evander Kane. If he gets a chance to be on the ice with the empty netter, he will be trying to get that goal. Oof. All right, we're good. We're good. And Hockey Jake saying yes, Puljujarvi. I don't think yes, Puljujarvi sees the ice the rest of the period. Unfortunately, that's just kind of my opinion on that one. But let's go get this going. As here we go. Gibbs, you have 1,000 on the Oilers tonight. Yikes. That's sketchy. 4:08 to go here in the third period. As an Oilers fan, I know I don't condone betting on the channel, but I will tell you one thing I would never do is bet on the Oilers. Here we go. This puck back to the blue line. Chance for Victor Hedman to fire it down. He does. It's around behind the net, and the Oilers will see the puck stay in the possession of the Tampa Bay Lightning. They'll go across to nobody. Zach Hyman is in fact there, and he will flip this down the ice. 3:43 to go in the third period. Puck played around. Kucherov goes and tries to seal off Nugent Hopkins. Instead, it's Hyman who comes up with it. The Oilers with the better of the offensive zone possession time so far this game. And right now, a chance for Darnell Nurse. He will chip it out in 3:30 to go here in this third period. Here comes Connor McDavid across the shot, denied by Vasilevsky. And that was a 10-beller right there from the Oilers to look on that chance. And here's a shot coming around the boards for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Puck comes out of the zone here, and the Tampa Bay Lightning will once again hammer it back in. The Oilers quick to seal off the puck, but it pounces right in front. Hagel can't handle it. That puck misses. Shot comes in. Derek Ryan the block, and 2:54. The puck goes up and out of play. Wow, that was sketchy as well. This is going to be sketchy every time the Lightning enter the zone and take a shot. I'm going to be on pins and needles, but Evander Kane looking for his first goal back, and that was a heck of a shot. Just couldn't beat Vasilevsky kicking out that pad. As here we go. Donald, we need the Oilers to get this done. And let's see. What do we got? Anyone else? Nobody else? We're good. As this puck will go D to D. The Lightning with 2:50 to go. It'll be turned back over to the zone again, and the Oilers again killing clock positively by forcing the Lightning to have to regroup out of the Oilers zone every chance they get. 2:38 to go here, and now all of a sudden you're sifting in to this section where the Oilers will see the goalie pull right here, and this might be the case right now. NHL poster, you made Oilers Forza car. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Oilers car and Forza would be pretty sick to find out. I haven't played Forza in years actually. But we are where we're at. I shouldn't have wiped my mustache when I went upstairs. I had a little bit of water in it, and for some reason I wiped it, and now all of a sudden it's just itching all the heck. I've got a hair out of place or something. Love the old facial hair, I got to tell you. The Lightning have the net empty, and they win the face-off here as they're going to get things going. The Oilers trying to finish this one off as they're going to get the puck back to the blue line. Will the Lightning, they tip it into the middle of the ice, and now here come the Oilers back the other way. A play over to Zach Hyman. He will chip towards the empty net. Yes, sir! Zach Hyman, empty net goal with 2:12 to go in the third period, and the Oilers get it going. Now we're in, as Nathan said, the home stretch. Let's go. 2-minute mark, and the goalie gets pulled. Yeah, that was an ambitious pull by John Cooper, who smelt blood in the water. But you know what? That is huge by the Oilers. Great play by Draisaitl. Great play by Hyman to work this puck ahead. And let's go. We should be able to solve this one here. Hopefully. Let's just finish this one off. Obviously, don't give up another goal and make it very interesting. Avery, welcome into the live stream as well. Raymond, I didn't get a chance to welcome you in either. We've hit over 200 concurrent viewers on the stream. Oh my goodness, we've had a good one tonight, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Oilers are up 5-3 with 2 minutes to go here in this third period of play. Vasilevsky out to play this puck, and I think they will try to pull him one more time. I would not be surprised unless the Oilers keep playing in the offensive zone. Draisaitl draws his 45th assist of the game, and this one's going to go back behind the Oilers' forecheck, and Tampa Bay will lift the puck out and into the offensive zone. Sergachev across the blue line, and now you see who's on the ice. As Warren Foegele and the young guys are out there trying to kill this clock, and it looks like Tampa Bay has yet again pulled the goalie. So $1:33 to go here. Tampa Bay not done yet, trying to make it interesting one last time here. As the Oilers will lift out, here's Warren Foegele off to the middle and in on the stick of Sergachev. Back the other way, here comes Tampa Bay. The shot save, glove save. Jack Campbell, he swallows it up. And we are getting that close. $1:19 to go in the third period. I imagine this is where Tampa Bay probably calls their timeout to see if they can get this going. I'm not sure. Hopefully, though, I wouldn't mind a timeout to just give me a second. to breathe and relax a second. Friends, if you haven't left a like on the stream so far, make sure to do as such. I'd really appreciate that. Sean and Blair, welcome into tonight's live stream. Glad to have you guys along as we get things going here in this third period with a $1:19 to go in the third. Empty net for the Tampa Bay Lightning, save for Jack Campbell. The Oilers will see this puck come back to Victor Hedman. He'll pound a shot on net. And again, Jack Campbell makes the save. And that puck will go up and out of play with a 1:08 to go in the third period. And Cole, you can say it's a W stream. It is a W stream. The Oilers should be able to win this one here. But I appreciate just seeing all the old faces, all the new faces coming back in and enjoying things here on Dolynny TV. It's been really great all the way along. And Stoney Soprano coming in and saying something a little different has happened in this Oilers game. We'll see what's happening here as Tampa Bay wins the face-off. They've got an on-waiting one-timer option. Guy looks more disinterested than anyone I've ever seen, whacking away in front of the net. Zach Hyman's able to come out with Jack Campbell standing tall. Here's Leon Draisaitl rushing back on Steven Stamkos. This one all the way back into the neutral now. Here's Connor McDavid falling down, getting it over to Hyman. Hyman for the hat trick. Whew, fired it just wide, and it will be a penalty whistled against Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay is just not even going to touch this puck. Wow. They're not even going to let this happen. Tampa Bay is just going to run the clock down. And they whistled the penalty. So there you go. 21.2 seconds to go in the third period. The Oilers content to kill as much time off the clock without making Tampa touch it. 21.2 seconds remain, and the Oilers have, well, more than likely taken home a big old victory. And I mean, you don't get to see the look of defeat on your opponent's face very often, but when Steven Stamkos has to stand over a puck knowing that as soon as he touches it, the hopes of a comeback are up and over with, that was a very good feeling for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. And they will get the second line out there to finish off the clock tonight. 16 seconds to go. You know they'd like a goal. Shot saved, Vasilevsky. Don't mind me, Ryan McLeod taking a shot. And everybody who's dipping out or staying tuned, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's all but a formality now as we have to finish off, of course, the last 13 seconds. But the Oilers should and will take home a 5-3 victory over top of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 3-2-1, the one-timer. Shot, Broberg fires it wide. And there you go, my friends. The Edmonton Oilers finish off a 5-3 victory over top of the Tampa Bay Lightning. And I told you I was a little bit nervous about it. But I got to say, this is what we had to go here with, is BioSteel, it's working. And I'm saying, I don't need to publicly say it the way you folks say it. But BioSteel, hey, if you want to get a hold of me, come find me in the DMs on Twitter because it is working to another Oilers win. 5 in a row. We are streaking. And I am 6-0 in 2023 drinking the BioSteel. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. If you have a chance before you head out, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV if you haven't already. And other than that, friends, you have a great night. I'll talk to you in about 25 minutes' time for the Edmonton Oilers postgame show here on Dolynny TV as we wrap things up for a 5-3 victory over top of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Thank you. Good night. You rocked. And we will talk to you